Save file corrupted. Ah! It is EVO weekend. This is Prometheus.
This is Bobby Beetle.
This is Agamemnon. The truth.
The answer.
The answer.
The question.
The Panda Papa.
The
exclamation.
The beast. Daigo.
I just got eliminated.
He was just
bro.
eliminated by
by infiltration.
infiltration.
He said Infiltration's gameplay is very mechanical.
Yeah, he's a robot.
He doesn't play from the heart, but mechanical one over
Does
heart.
Daigo play from the heart? Because he seems pretty robotic as well.
Dude, he says he does. Well, that's what Seth Killian says he does.
Well, what
Seth Killian says Daigo does that. Dude, Seth Killian gets okay. I don't even. Seth Killian is just like, he's fighting with his heart right now. He thinks that this game is a very, very deep, enlightening level that he's been practicing on. The only other word I have for his gameplay today is art. He literally said that, like, verbatim. I was like, shut the fuck up, Seth Killian.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I know that they take it seriously, but damn, it was like a fucking
okay, the second,
like a whole, like it took him like a whole 2 rounds for him to say all that shit. It's like, shut up.
The second half, his gameplay is art. Okay, that's cool. Daigo, I can see that. Like he's pitting a masterpiece when he's whooping ass with the whole the depth of this game. It's Street Fighter 4. Come on.
Street Fighter 4 when it comes down to it.
Come on. Come on.
You get some guy like mashing buttons that beats like a major guy, and you'd be like, "Is that art, sir? Is that art?"
Well, just from the graphics, it's not art in my eyes.
The only thing I understand what he's saying, about how to play the game. But don't talk about it like for the whole time. I just don't like Seth Killian.
Exactly. Yeah, me
I just
either,
don't like him.
If anyone else had said that, then I would have been like, "Oh man, that's so deep."
No,
Seth Killian says it.
Well, he starts going into that deep stuff, like while like James Chen's like talking about, "Oh, he got that great DP super. I think it worked out well for him in that combo. It was Mac damage. Yeah, and just the way he's playing, it's just so deep. It's like that hippie that you don't want to take with you anywhere.
He's gonna draw a nice tree behind that.
I
combo.
understand, but this is not the time for that. All right." Commentate the match, bro. Commentate the match.
Yeah. Well,
anyways, I'm just...
Your anger is deep.
And anger leads to the dark side.
I feel like you will play very angrily against me.
He probably drives angry, like Nick Cage.
I'm going to pick Seth and just be angry.
But while we're talking about Street Fighter 4, they've announced that there will be 5 new characters added to the game. The 5th one is still remaining a mystery, but there's speculation. They said that it's a character that has not yet appeared in the Street Fighter franchise, which sadly, squashes the rumor that it's going to be Alex. But
the one going for Sean.
Yeah, Sean would be awesome as well. Basketball to the dome. But I really would like to see Gil, even though Gil's cheap as hell, and they already got Seth.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. They should have him so you can just beat up on Seth.
Yeah.
It's like free. It's like, oh, I got fire and ice, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Gil's like a much more respectable cheap boss than Seth is.
He just looks cool, and he's original. It's not like Seth, who's like, oh, I'm just an amalgamation of all the other characers.
It's been a long time since I've heard that, kneel before your master.
Yeah, I love
the fucking
that.
arms open and shit.
Yeah.
I love it.
His freaking rainbow wings special.
His feathery blonde hair.
Resurrection.
Gil had this very, like, omnipotent feel to where, like, this guy, even though he perceives himself to be a god and isn't, you still felt that he was.
He is when he's whooping your ass.
Yeah, exactly. Damn. He was so tough. Oh, yeah, and just to say he had the same moveset as Urien, so it wasn't exactly original.
Well, yeah. Well, Urien didn't come along until Third Strike, I thought.
Oh, is that true?
I'm pretty sure. Like, he was the palette swap of Gil.
Ah, okay.
But either way, but Seth is all just like, oh, I have Dhalsim's arm stretchy thing, and I have Guile's Sonic Boom. Like, he was just like,
I think he had, did he have a charge? A shoulder charge?
Probably.
No,
I don't know. But either way, it's just like he was just a lame character to me. It's like to me, like even if Gil had a lot of the same moves as Urien, it's still like he was an original character. He was interesting. He had you start off and has all those guys in the cloaks, his like minions or whatever. But he was just cool. When you get to him, it's like, oh my god, this guy's tough. Yeah. And even when you whoop his ass, it's like resurrection. You're like, no, I got to do it all over again. So I don't know, but he was fun. But the characters that have been confirmed are Poison, Hugo, Relento, and Elena with the beats in my head. So Third Strike getting some love. Yeah, pretty much 2 out of the 4 from Third Strike. Poison, I guess the only fighting game Poison was in was Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
I was wondering, like, was Hagar in the Alpha series?
No.
I was wondering, like, maybe if it's Hagar.
What would Marvel count as a Street Fighter game? I mean, it's technically, but technically not. Hagar would be a badass addition. I would be hyped for Hagar.
Yeah, Hagar's really awesome.
On somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I just want a game where you have Hagar and Zangief. Can this just happen one of these days?
Was it Cody from Final Fight? The
Yeah.
other guy?
Cody and Guy.
Yeah.
Cody and Guy. I wanted both of them to be in.
They're both Final Fight, but they made their debut in the Alpha series, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Well, no, they were from. Well, they made their debut. What you mean in the fighting games or
In Street Fighter.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Nice.
You are correct. Yeah, they were so much fun, and especially Guy. Using Guy in Alpha was so much fun. He was one of my favorite guys to play as.
Oh.
But I don't know. I'm kind of excited for this. I mean, I don't play a lot of Street Fighter 4, but at the same time,
if any.
Yeah, well, I played it. I don't know, like twice.
Well, I might pick this up just because it has it's gonna have the most characters now, you know. Because I feel like Super Street Fighter 4 was just like a patch with a few more characters.
Yeah.
It obviously feels like the same.
I was about to say
it's going to be. I don't know. Because I haven't bought Street Fighter at all since then. So
yeah.
I may buy it. I'm having fun with Persona, though. Go ahead.
I guess I just feel like, they're releasing a whole new game. And to me, it's like, as many characters they already have, only 4 more? Like, why don't we go like 10 more? I mean,
we just put the whole Third Strike roster in.
Yeah, I mean, there's still some characters from Alpha I would like to see.
But Oro.
Like who?
Oh yeah, Oro would be badass.
Yeah.
Beats all his opponents one-handed. Yeah. What's her name? Rainbow Mika. I think she'd be cool. What's that chick? Like Sakura's rival, Karen, I think.
Karen, yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, okay, those are pretty much the main ones. But but I don't know. They're both pretty popular characters, so I'm kind of surprised they hadn't made their way into any of the future games.
Yeah.
What about Eagle?
Actually, I laughed, but yeah, Eagle would be a nice addition as well.
Because he wasn't in any Street Fighters.
Well, he was in
Street Fighter
the
1.
original Street Fighter.
Oh, was he really?
That's where he came
that's
from.
where he
Yeah,
came from.
And
Okay.
they dug him up out of his grave to throw him in SNK vs. Capcom 2.
That's what I was wondering because I've never seen him before. I was like, what Capcom game is he in?
Just reanimate his digital corpse. Well, if we bring back Street Fighter 1 characters, we bring back that ninja that Vega's based off of. I don't even remember his name.
What's he do? Like, yo!
I think his name was just Ninja.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I'm serious.
I'm thinking about the CVS2 lineup.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of Capcom characters in that game.
Yeah, that's true, but not all of them
more.
are Street Fighter.
Exactly. I'm thinking for the characters never been in a Street
I
Fighter
see.
game.
Oh.
See where that logic's going?
Yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Eagle, because I didn't know where the fuck he came from.
Oh, I see.
He's a buff dude.
Who else would be good?
Tonfas, whatever they are, Billy Clubs.
Yeah. I can't. It's
and
like
then
I'm drawing a
the
blank.
rest of the roster.
I'm drawing a blank. Like, who else was in there that was Capcom but wasn't? I mean, there was the guy from Samurai Showdown.
Hamaru.
Yeah, Hamaru.
Yeah, that's an SNK game.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Never been to Street Fighter game, so it's perfect.
It's not Capcom.
I can't even remember. Well, I don't know. We'll figure that out. But yeah, I don't know. I think Hugo's is a really good addition. I think it's cool that Poison's gotten that popular, having just kind of. I mean, she was always like a background character.
Yeah.
She was just like a random villain you just beat up in Final Fight, and so it's cool that she's kind of.
Is that Hugo? The chick that comes out with Hugo?
Yeah.
Third Strike?
Yeah, his tranny counterpart.
Yeah, so it's a him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shim.
A hot Shim.
Yeah.
Hot Shin.
Oh, okay, Rival Schools. I forgot all about Rival Schools.
Kyosuke.
Dude, Kyosuke was like my favorite in CVS2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny that we're trying to remember which Capcom characters. It's like there's only 3 that weren't Street Fighter.
Yeah.
It's like Kyosuke, Mika, and Morgan.
And Rolento.
No, Rolento.
Shinakuma.
Well, they were both. Well, yeah, but they're both Street Fighter.
Oh, he's from Alpha?
Yeah, he's an Alpha.
Oh, what about Maki?
Yeah, that was the other one.
Did you say that already?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm fast.
Good.
I'm quick on the draw.
How did you scan that whole list?
Hey, I breathe Street Fighter.
I'd love to see Geese in a Capcom in a Street Fighter.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Let's go to the SNK side. Let's see who we want.
That's what we want.
Everyone. Rock.
I would love Iori.
Dude, Vice
Rock
would be badass.
Geese, Terry Bogard.
Bloody Ori.
Nakaruru. Mai.
Yuri. I want
course.
Yuri in there first and foremost.
You gotta have Mai.
Yeah, we gotta
King.
have Mai.
Dude, I want
Hibiki.
Joe Higashi.
Dude, King would be
Oh,
badass.
Yeah! All of them. I loved all the SNK characters.
You like Benimaru? Benimaru.
I like Benimaru in 13.
Ooh, Athena.
But I hated his like half shirt.
Oh yeah, yeah. His freaking tube top.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's just weird looking.
That's my favorite thing about the SNK characters. That they're just dressed like they don't. It's like they never updated their character models. Like everyone has like these cutoff shirts and cutoff jackets and stuff.
Yeah.
Like all right, that's cool in the '80s. It doesn't fly anymore, guys. Update your wardrobe.
I want God Rugal. Ultra Rugal.
Yeah, Ultra Rugal, cheapest character.
Oh my god.
But yeah. But unfortunately, those characters will not be in Street Fighter 4. We got to settle for the ones we got. So, but I don't know. I don't know. Like, I just feel like I would pick this game up, and next year they're like, "Hey, we're adding 4 more." You know.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's really hard to say like who they're gonna add. And this is just gonna be like some character that doesn't really mesh, like a Mega Man or Azura or something. So, I don't know. It's hard to say who they might pick.
But Mega Man's in Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Well, see, but they put Poison in that game, and she was never in any Street Fighter aside from being like an intro character for Hugo.
Yeah. That's true.
She wasn't actual like a playable character. She barely even qualifies as an NPC.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm looking at this list. I mean, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, obviously they were all in Street Fighter with the exception of Poison, but and you said Relento was in the Alpha series.
Yep. Yeah, so pretty much everybody else. So I don't know. It's just some wild card that they have there.
Dude, that whole list of Street Fighter Cross Tekken characters just makes me think of that's like half the roster of CVS 2.
Pretty much.
It's like, damn. I just love CVS and Marvel 2 for that. They had so many characters.
Yeah.
Play one you like. Who cares if they're clones? You're playing the one that you like.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but that's the thing that always pisses me off. They're like, oh, well, we didn't put Ken in this game because it already has Ryu. Well, people prefer Ken. They're not the same character. I don't care if they have the same moveset. One
Ken's
guy
got an axe kick, bro.
Yeah, and he's got flaming uppercuts.
Yes.
Ryu's got a flaming fireball. They're
Yep.
different.
That's exactly what the difference is.
One's got a ponytail, one's got a headband. They're not the same. If you put them in a lineup, you're not gonna be like, oh, I can't tell these guys apart.
Yeah.
One's got a red gi, bro. You colorblind? So I don't know. That's always been like my pet peeve.
What about
Like,
Iceman? He's
Well,
covered
the
in
thing
ice,
was,
bro.
Yeah.
they only had the same movesets in Street Fighter 2.
mm-hmm.
You know, Alpha series, completely different
Yeah, that's
movesets.
when they really started
Dirt Strike,
differentiating
completely
them.
different movesets.
Yeah.
You know, like, even in MVC2, well, I guess those are Alpha characters. But yeah, they had completely different movesets. They haven't been palette swaps since the early 90s.
Yeah.
You know, it's ridiculous that people still, oh, he's just always been a palette swap. Like, no, you're not a Street Fighter fan if you're saying shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, they have their own personalities and their own styles. So, I mean, yeah, obviously they're similar, but they're not the same character. Or else everyone would just be a fan of only one character, and the other character would have died off long ago because nobody would care. So, I don't know. And I say this as someone who pretty much only plays Ryu anyway. I still want Ken in there
Yeah.
so I can show him who's better.
Yeah. I agree.
So, I don't know. We can just keep on the fighting game talk. I don't know if you want to talk about EVO 2000.
Let's talk about that first line real quick, or that last line on the page.
Uh-huh.
Where it's just that just sums up Capcom right there. The inclusion of characters on the disc that can only be used by paying more resulted in criticism by fans and publishers, as gamers would pay an additional amount for money for something that was completed before release on the disc. That sums up like any Capcom game.
Yeah, pretty much. That's probably this next one they release. Be like, oh yeah, by the way, you thought we were going to release 5? There's 5 more on the disc, but you got to pay for them.
Yeah.
Actually, no. This is, if we're going to stick on this topic, this is something that would get me excited about this game. If they were like, all right, so these are the ones that you're getting on this game or on this disc, whatever you buy it, but we're going to have more characters coming out, like every 3 months or whatever, like a couple new characters. If they're gonna be consistent and dedicate themselves to like, yeah, we're gonna keep adding characters to this game as long as people are still interested and still want more characters, instead of this garbage. Oh well, we didn't make the characters already on the game, so we can't do it.
So that's what Injustice is doing.
Yeah,
they're
exactly,
doing it right.
exactly.
They're
yeah.
like releasing them like not even a month apart, but like
Yeah.
they're freaking like longer than a month, and you're like, oh, we got a new character coming up. We got Batgirl coming up. We got after Man of Steel release, we got fucking Zod coming up.
Yeah.
And Scorpion and stuff. Like, if you have the season pass, you'll get all those characters for free. If you pay for the season pass, but they're basically telling you like, yeah, we're gonna put more characters, but we just don't have them ready now.
Yeah.
And on the future day, if you have season pass, you get them for free. If you don't, you pay a little bit of money for them.
And that's the
But
thing.
that's
And people are hype about that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, sweet, this new character's coming out. This new character. It's not like the game just stagnates and you're never going to get new characters until they release a whole new game, And that's BS. So, I don't know. I don't have any hope that Capcom will actually do that, but it would be nice.
Yeah.
AKA Ultra Street Fighter.
yeah, exactly. Now, wait. Now we're up to Ultra Super Street Fighter 4. I'm sure it has another tagline
I bet you
afterwards.
they have one more Street Fighter 4 after Ultra Street Fighter 4, and it's going to be because they're not going to do another arcade version. It's going to be Ultra Street Fighter 4 Turbo.
Oh.
And then they're going to do Ultra Street Fighter 4 Turbo New Challengers. And introduce 4 new characters.
And then they're going to have Ultra Super Street Fighter 2, the No Challengers 3.
Ultra Super Street Fighter 4 Turbo World Warrior.
And then Ultimate Ultra Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo New Challengers X.
Versus Marvel.
Versus the world.
Versus the world.
Versus our fans.
Versus Tatsunoko.
then Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, they're right. Yeah,
Oh.
like 20 years later. Oh, I guess we could just make a new game. That's crazy talk. Dude, that was the thing, and also I just got a dog on IGN and their misleading title. They're like, "New Street Fighter?" ? They knew damn well it was Street Fighter 4, but they were trying to bait you into thinking it was a new Street Fighter 5, which would have been awesome, and I would have been all for. And I saw the title, I knew that's all they were doing, but I had to click it to be sure, and I clicked it, and I just clicked back. I'm like, you guys are a bunch of assholes. It's just.
You waiting for Ultra Marvel vs. Capcom 3?
I would be excited about that actually because I just want new characters in that game.
That's true. So it's the same argument for Street Fighter 4, but like Marvel is just.
Yeah, but I don't play that game, so I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. I just want the hope that they'll put in Gambit.
Yeah.
Or what's his name, Hayato.
Yeah.
My two favorites.
Well, I guess that's the thing. I guess I'm biased because not only just biased because I like Marvel better, but Street Fighter 4 for me already has the characters I really want. They got Cammy, they got Sakura. I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
Marvel 3, I'm still waiting. I need an Ice Beam in my life.
Yeah, you literally like.
Oh my whole team was gone. All I got left is Iron Man.
That is all you got left is Iron Man.
I had to rebuild a team. I got to add a cheap Chun-Li, spam some kicks.
See, that's true. See, I did too, but they put in characters I liked even more.
Yeah.
Which is like Deadpool and Spider-Man.
Oh,
Spider-Man's always been
yeah.
in it. I always had like a Spider-Man, or I really had my main team in Marvel 2 was like a Gambit, Strider, Hayato.
Mm-hmm.
Or then like I switched out Spider-Man with one of those two.
Yeah.
But, like it was always those, and like was Strider in Vanilla Marvel 3 or no? He wasn't.
No.
Yeah, he wasn't in there, so I had Spider-Man, and I had Deadpool though.
Yeah.
And I always had Deadpool since then. So, and I didn't really start playing until Ultimate came out. So, I was just trying everybody out.
Until well after Ultimate.
Yeah, well after
You
Ultimate
didn't start
came out.
playing until like February last year.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
February last year sounds about right. So it was like
Sounds bad, right?
was it like 6 months after it came out? Ultimate came out.
Yeah.
But like had characters that I just wanted to I saw new characters and stuff,
Yeah.
but then after a while when you look back on it, you just have to come to terms with these guys aren't coming back. Like Cyclops especially, the leader of the I just flabbergasted Cyclops, he was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would even play him if he was old. Now I would play Cyclops if they put him in there. But at the time I was just but my biggest argument was Cyclops is you have to have the leader of the X-Men to represent his group in the game.
Yeah.
You got Storm and Wolverine, who are strong factors, but I always think of Storm as second in command to Cyclops. It's just
Not only that, but I have a feeling he would make a great battery for Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
If they made him just right,
Oh,
he would
yeah.
be like the best Phoenix complement.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
it would make sense.
Yeah.
Cyclone kick.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to say that.
I want to get the fucking the beams that you can just reflect off the ground and shit.
Yeah, his specials were so much fun.
Yeah.
The giant optic blast that took up the whole screen.
Oh yeah.
Lasted like 2 seconds.
Made Iron Man's proton cannon look like nothing.
See, the one I'm
I
thinking of
know.
is the optic sweep. The optic
Yeah,
sweep.
I love that one. Just bounces everyone.
And
hits
then
back
the
in
optic
face.
uppercut.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
When he uppercuts you and shoots you.
Yeah, that's right. And you can link that with a special that shoots up.
Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Oh, Cyclops. Oh, characters from Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, this is
2
going to
that
be
we'll
like an
never
hour-long
see.
conversation.
I know.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
So speaking of Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Evo Marvel,
2013.
Top 8 Marvel.
Top 8 Marvel was sick.
It was sick.
Top 2 Marvel was sick. But
I was left very salty.
The result
me too.
made me
I was
sick.
disappointed.
I don't know what. You can go ahead and say it.
Justin Wong lost.
Yeah.
Flocker won. The most boring Puerto Rican on the planet. That guy showed no emotion, and even at the end when he won, I'm sorry, my nose is like super stuffy.
I don't know.
He was like, yes.
I
was like, I don't even, like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like that's the same excitement you get when you get, like, the little doll from the little claw machine. Like, yeah, I got it. This is cool.
I think you'd be more excited because those things are a rip-off. You'd be like, oh, my God, this thing works. Like that guy would be like you use like your Randall's card and you save like $1. It's like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
That was his hypeness.
I don't even take anything away from Flocker. He won fair and square, great job. But my biggest like the thing I'm scared about the most for him is like someone's gonna come out and it's probably gonna be somebody from FGTV saying like, oh, Flocker had an easy pull. You know, some like dumb bullshit like that where like, oh, he had an easy pull. He got through. He fought a bunch of chumps to get to top 8, and everyone else was worn out because they were playing good. They were actually playing talented characters.
Yeah.
And I just, because he did the same shit with Infred. Yeah. Like, oh, Infred had easy pulls. Like, yeah, last year. It's like, I don't take anything away from Infred, but like he beat some choice people, and he almost beat the crap out of F-Champ. You know, he put him on ice that whole time. F-Champ barely squeaked it out. So. I don't know. I'm just scared that someone's gonna try to like discredit his win. Yeah. As much as I'd like to, I won't because he got it fair and square. Yeah.
The only thing that was more disappointing to me than Justin Wong losing was I wanted them to zoom in on F-Champ's face after he lost, so you can see the tears roll down his cheeks.
Oh my God! There's the last event, the previous event last week before this was Curly Mustache by Yipes. Yeah. So there's a GIF of when Marn. There's a guy named Marn. You know Marn, right, Jay?
I have that GIF, actually.
Oh, it's Marn playing Filipino champ. Marn is a 0 player.
Yeah.
And literally, it's a GIF of fear from Filipino champ. Like, his face, like, he was literally just like that.
Yeah.
Like, he just, like, I can't do it since we have audio, but, like if you ever, I don't know even how they tagged it or how you can find it, but it's just like Marn Filipino champ GIF, curly mustache, West Coast 2. It was just... He literally looks scared of Marn, like because it was like they had the camera on him during the fight, like during the fight.
Yeah.
So you just see like their reactions and stuff. Marn was licking his lips. Like he's just a big chubby guy that plays StarCraft 2 and League of Legends. And he was just like that hungry look, like just like so excited, and then like it just pans over to F-Champ, and he just like
hilarious.
It's like it's like the funniest shit I've ever seen.
It's like a wolf stalking its prey.
It exactly was. Just like, what the fuck is happening?
Champs.
Yeah, it was really good, though.
I was happy that Chris G got eliminated.
I was super happy.
I was shocked. I wanted him to destroy everybody, but I was not sad that he lost because, damn, it was a good fight.
That was a really good match because, I'm right with you because, like, Justin Wong just hadn't been up to snuff, like, lately. It's like, I remember when I first saw him, like, he was unbeatable.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, everyone was rolling over him, and then it's like he finally came back. Like, I think that's what made his defeat so crushing.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, man, Justin Wong's finally going to... Oh, he dropped the combo. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Damn. Maybe next year, buddy.
I was like, right when you think he's losing it, he comes out, and he literally beats, like, all the best from top 8, And he comes back and he almost got Flocker. Like it came down to literally one hit.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh man. But at least he beat Chris G.
He beat Chris G.
That counts for something.
That's one goal.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't know. And the thing is, and again, like I know some people say, like, "Oh, Chris G's style's cheap." That's what I like about him. That's what I respect about him.
Yeah.
It's so cheap. It's ridiculous.
It's just the worst thing about Chris G. Sorry to interrupt.
It's all right.
It's like I want him to win. Simply because when he loses, he immediately bitches about the dumbest things.
Yeah.
Oh, well, see, I dropped my combo here, not because I was nervous, but because of the lag.
Justin Wong does the same thing a lot of the times, too. Like, I remember when he lost one of the last majors, but he immediately went on Twitter and said that, oh, should have done a button check beforehand. My fierce wasn't mapped right. I was like, that's your own fucking fault. Don't make the excuse on Twitter. Not to say he does it like as much as Chris G. Obviously, Chris G would just be like PS3 lag and all that shit.
Yeah.
And but a lot of people do. I just hate when people do it in general. Like when one person blames like PS3 lag, like that whole what was it, UFGT or whatever. Whenever it happened.
Yeah.
Like when the biggest happened, like everybody was just like, after Chris G said it, everybody was blaming their loss on PS3 lag. Like,
Yeah, that was an
fuck
Apex,
up.
actually.
Yeah, Apex.
Yeah.
There you go. Not UFGT. It was Apex. Like, he blamed it, and everybody else blamed their loss because of PS3. Oh, that PS3 lag, LOL. It's like, shut the fuck, you're not good. That's what happened. Alucard, like, you're good, but you've never been top 8. Like, I love you, but that's not why you lost. You lost because you choke and you get bodied. Like he always does. Alucard does really great until he loses, and he's one of the first people to always bitch on Twitter. That's why I love Twitter to see all the drama, but then I hate what I'm reading. You know?
Yeah,
Kind of like but
big salty
tabloid
tears.
for you.
Exactly.
You know what's funny is because like a lot of these like these fighting game players, they're more or less celebrities. You know, they just refuse to accept it.
Yeah.
They refuse to accept their star status. You know,
Yeah.
but stream monsters and public figures alike have put them there. They're celebrities within this niche market, this niche community. Is it niche or niche? Niche, whatever.
Yeah,
niche
niche.
community.
Yeah.
I like to sound French. I'm sorry.
Niche.
I'm a Francophile. No, but yeah. So a lot of these people, a lot of the more famous ones, they want to popular ones, whatever. They like to bitch and complain about, like the whole thing with Noel Brown going to jail. Oh, y'all don't know the full story, blah 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 blah. But they won't say the full story to like make his name look good.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, well, it's not your place to say whether it's good or bad. He did it to himself. And now the public's always going to judge.
Yeah.
I don't see you coming out and saying like, "Oh, you shouldn't say this about Trayvon Martin or George Zimmerman, or you shouldn't say this about Obama." It's like it's a different kind of celebrity status, regardless. But at the same time, it's like they still try to think that they're like regular people when they're not. Oh, well, stop talking about me, stop following me, stop doing this and that. It's like, no, you're in the public figure. You're a public figure. You're in the public eye, and when the masses say something, you either be quiet or you say something about it, and you feed the trolls.
Exactly. I have a perfect example of that. Is like after Noel went to jail and everything, and that whole controversy started. Whatever major event it was, CEO.
Yeah.
Literally, like the thing, like why, like you don't want to give him a bad image, but then they did. So literally on Twitter, they'd be like, nobody said anything about the hype. Like everybody said to stop talking about it, right?
Yeah.
And immediately, like the other fighting game guys on Twitter, like the big names and shit, like literally they post a tweet that says, "Oh, Kotaku at it again. Can't believe they posted about Noel Brown," and then they link it. I was like, "Don't." I thought you said no talk about it, and you're saying I can't believe they did something this dumb. I'm gonna link it. I was like, that seems like the most counterproductive thing you could do. Like, hey, don't talk about my friend like that. I can't believe Kotaku did this. Go ahead and read it. And then and obviously it's Kotaku. They're just going to tear it apart.
That's hilarious.
But it's just like, that's so counterproductive to what you said.
I think it's like they're trying to pretend like they're trying to be highbrow. They're like, oh, man, this is awful.
Yeah.
But here's the link.
They probably get a cut of that ad revenue they get for all the views that they're sending Kotaku.
I clicked on it.
Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I think if anything, it's just they just want to see the drama,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's definitely the thing. But like, just don't talk about my friend like that, and then like link their fucking link a link like a link to Kotaku, who's obviously going to tear it apart.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Especially when you read it, you're like, obviously this guy doesn't play, not very well versed. Like Noel Brown, a top contender in the fighting. I don't even know. Anyways,
yeah, he would have won EVO.
The top fighting game pros, like they're only pros if this is the only job they have.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Noel Brown's got a 9 to 5.
And to get even more than that, he was only top like last year. Come on.
Yeah. I bet Noel Brown is bodying everybody in the jail PS3 competition.
I'm sure they are.
The ultimate jail marvel.
You let him? Did they take his stick in there? They let him know.
Yeah, right. Oh man, I got my Samwell parts. So it's like someone stuck in his game stick like in a cake instead of a file. He's like, I'm not trying to escape. I'm just trying to body dudes.
Like a really big cake.
Instead of his sponsor UVG, Noel Brown is gonna have like the precinct number.
Booking number 13077785.
Shout outs to D Unit.
Yeah. Shout outs to D Pod, Big Swanky, Lil Bootsy.
Instead of a money match, it's like, all right, I got 2 soups on this match.
Yeah.
2 soups in an envelope with a stamp on it. Bet.
Hey, chocolate milk, I can get with that.
It's like, man, you lost. You got to pay up. I don't got any soups. you gotta pay up.
Yeah. You know how I like to play Marvel 11? Yeah. We put that hour block on the line. You can watch your Jetsons if you win.
You gotta play with my arcade stick now.
Mash harder. Mash harder.
Until it works.
Lick the button. Lick the button.
Lick the button.
Lower. Low enough.
That's the level. That's his level 3 X Factor all over his face.
No glasses.
Down back. Down back fierce.
Well, there you go. That's what.
I don't even know. It's like a Tatsu or something.
Oh man, well, yeah, that's how much I care about not saying anything about Noel Brown's case.
Yep.
If you're gonna run up on some chick and like attack her, then you have no sympathy for me.
Yeah.
And you're gonna do it in Florida. You just made our news.
Yeah, exactly.
Supposedly, what the facts was that he was beating up the person fucking her, which supposedly is Ray Ray.
Supposedly.
Which the evidence is kind of there if you believe it, because
he had a Band-Aid on his lip.
He had a Band-Aid on his lip. He looked
and sex out his breath.
He looked like.
He
looked like fucking Ralph Macchio from Karate Kid after the bathroom scene.
If you do a level 3 X Factor, no can defend.
No can defense.
Yeah, so I guess she was trying to pull Noel off of, let's say it's Ray Ray, if it was Ray Ray, and he, like, pushed her back, so she fell.
Yeah.
That's assault in any fucking state you live in, you know? That's assault. Yeah. Sad to say, but that's assault, you know? You pushed a defenseless person who was trying to pull you off the other person.
Defenseless. She's just a woman, guys. Defenseless.
Exactly.
Is it always defenseless?
She's really like a karate champion. She's like beating him up afterwards. Okay, I'm sorry, honey. You see, that's what he should have done. Be like, all right, I'm good. And then, bam, sucker punched him and walked off.
Right, yeah.
Then he only would have got one assault charge.
Yeah. It's sad, but I mean, that's what happens when you don't get the hint from a girl that you've been broken up. And then you get all butthurt when you catch her fucking another man.
Well, even so, it's like I understand like his motivation for wanting to go and beat that guy's ass. It's like it's like okay, at that point, who are you more mad at? The girl who's cheating on you, or the guy who's like, most guys are not going to like turn it down, like, oh well, I don't want to have sex, I'm just gonna go in my hotel room alone.
Yeah.
It's like if anything, I'm like, all right, well, you guys deserve each other. I'm out of here, And then pull the fire alarm or something. Call the cops and say they had drugs on
Noel
them.
Brown is Andy Dufresne from Shawshank Redemption. Caught his wife banging some top suit lawyer, something like that. Forgot what he said. It was a crime of passion.
Well, when you put it like that, all his actions are justified. And he should have beaten them both to a bloody pulp.
Oh, my God.
Got it perfect on both of them.
That's only because like Streamline Live been watching for the last 2 days, and like the streamer is making so many Shawshank Redemption jokes.
Yeah. He should have challenged him to a dynamic battle. Alpha 3 style.
2-1-1.
Technically, I guess, in his defense, I mean, he was using her as an assist. So he was just doing what came natural. So he was trying to just knock her out again. Continue on with it.
He tried to snap at the main character. Trying to snap her in. He's used to that Phoenix play.
Snap back.
I can see like Chris Gier, someone's like his lawyer defending him. It's like, as you see, as FGC players at this level,
it's one frame. It's just one frame.
It's like, these are your natural reactions and instincts. This is the way you react in all real world situations.
Your Honor, this is what I'd like to call a glitch in the game. There's no way, being on the same tag team, that Noel and his supposed girlfriend at the time could have hit each other. It could only happen when she considers him an ex. Since he did not consider her an ex, he did not know that he would be able to assault her.
And Ray Ray attempted to do an infinite on that pussy.
Who knows how long he could have gone. My God, have you seen his Sentinel
This is
Infinites?
a master of execution.
Yeah.
All right.
He brings those ducks to the pond.
He was in practice mode for 10 minutes. Good God.
It's like, Your Honor, check out this footage. As you see, these are the type of combos Noel Brown knows by heart. He does these in his sleep. If he's attacked in-game or out-of-game, this is exactly how he's going to react. You see what he did when he was pushing her? That was actually an OTG setup so he could continue his combo on Ray Ray's ass.
Yeah.
When he ensued to do the one frame. Fucking, what is it called?
Oh.
Snap back.
You ruined it.
I did. I had the word in my head.
You know what would be better?
Snap back.
If instead of pushing her, would have dive kicked her.
For a Wolverine
Oh
player,
my
that's the
God.
best thing.
I'm thinking like Doom, like
Oh
straight
my
up, like
God,
like
that-
if they were like on like the ground floor and he jumped off the second floor with his arms crossed with a cape flapping,
Dude.
cape flapping in the back.
Yeah, just a YOLO along the way.
Yeah.
YOLO.
YOLO dive kick into the community
He's
pool.
going into jail with like broken legs, and bones sticking out his arm. It was worth it.
Or as Yipe says, he did it for Latveria.
No one cheats on Doom. Your Honor, I was only trying to put her in the blender,
Yeah.
but I didn't have enough meter. That's what I had to do.
Cheating,
Death sentence, attempted murder.
cheating is beneath Doom.
Oh, man.
Holy shit.
Well,
Holy
Noel Brown, we
shit.
thank you for your for your contribution,
Yeah.
so we can make jokes at your expense.
Yeah.
And for all those who are friends of Noel Brown, handle your boy. That's what I gotta say. Handle your boy. Keep him out of trouble. You know, maybe go take him out to meet some nice woman, something like that. I don't know.
Well, he's behind bars, so.
Well, I mean, Bell.
Or proverbial bars.
There's women.
Yeah,
They don't look like women, but they
there'll
try.
be women.
How much is bail for
They'll
assault?
suck a dick for 2 soups. I guarantee you that much.
You know that's the funny part. Yeah, because he has all these people saying like, "Oh, don't judge him," blah blah blah. Where are these people with the free Noel Brown charity tournament to pay
Yeah.
his bail money?
The same ones that can't make it to EVO.
They're like, yeah, you know what? Evo's next week, so sorry.
Well, so probably like maybe he'll be like if he tried to hit up Flocker, hey, I heard you got that Evo money. You want to see you can put some money on my books?
Let's see some benevolence from that Florida champion.
I need a calling card. $20, $1 per minute, man. This shit ain't cheap.
I gotta call my mama. Oh wait,
I gotta call my girl, even though I got an
it's
EPO on me. Gotta call your mama,
It's a
Flocker.
I
deep
gotta call my
burn.
mom's picture.
Oh man. Well,
All
kind of also on Twitch news.
right. Uh-huh.
It's really interesting. You guys would probably know more of the implications of this than me. But apparently Twitchtv is teaming up with Steam. For me, they're so
Interesting.
completely unrelated. I don't see what that team up would do.
Maybe easy access for Steam streaming without having to use recording devices. That's what I could think of.
I'm not sure. Let me see here. There's something about DOTA.
Dota?
Defense of the Ancients.
Yeah, apparently it's going to be good for
Dawn
that.
of the, I thought Dawn of the Ancients.
But I didn't actually read this article.
I
so
thought
I'm
it was
not sure.
defense.
Oh, it
Might
says
be
so
right.
far this new union relates only to... Okay, so that's the only one. Dota 2 streams on Twitch. In order that the tournament drops may be earned that way rather than purely watching in-game via Steam or stream. Yeah, Steam. I don't doubt for 1 second that this won't expand, however, given that Steam grabs to become one of the giant blah, 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 blah. Okay, so pretty much pretty much is this for that game, which I haven't played or know anything about.
Dota's another big game. It's similar to the way, and I know you're not familiar with it, but it's pretty much the same as League.
It's a Warcraft mod.
It's a Warcraft mod, but it plays like League of Legends, where you pick a champion out of like dozens of champions, and you use that one character.
Literally dozens. The only hero I know in League of Legends is Rammus. That's the only one I played.
Nah.
It's like a turtle with a shell or something like that. He's a tank. I would play
Is
tank.
it Michelangelo? Is he a
Yeah.
hero in a half shell?
It's like
Yeah,
you pick
something
one
like fatter.
character out of like 70 plus, and
Yeah.
you can always get the new DLC ones, and they're like $5-6 a piece. You
Is
know?
Batman a character?
Batman.
No.
No,
You
I
could-
have no interest.
Someone that looks vaguely like
it's
Batman.
like it's like Bat Dude.
Bat dude. He's a
Le
bat.
Bat.
He's a bat
I need
dude.
my cape and pat cowl and
Yeah, he's a
armor.
bat, but he keeps chill.
Yeah, no, right.
Yeah.
He's like he doesn't
He eats
fight
fruit.
crime.
Yeah, he's
He avoids it.
Yeah,
It's like
Bugs.
yeah,
man, I'm not getting bugged today, man.
Sometimes he
close to the-
steals HP.
yeah. Think of Batman. You think he'd be blind?
Oh yeah.
Thought of that.
Well, maybe. Well, I guess because I mean, yeah. Well, because first I was like, well, I guess bats can see like at night, but I guess it's more like sonar.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's a good point. That's a good
like a
point.
submarine.
Boom,
Echo location.
boom.
I'm trying to time it. All right.
That was one hell of a moment from, this,
Yeah.
from right around here.
It was pretty beautiful. Well, again, speaking of Evo and streaming, I just want to touch on this topic. And initially, it was announced that Nintendo was not going to allow them to stream Smash
Yeah.
Brothers, the most hardcore fighting game ever. It's not a party game at
Yeah,
all.
right.
For all
I
the-
want to say the
players
people
go.
from EVO and SRK, like the Cannons or Mr. Wizard, like appeal to them as diplomatically as possible. Like that's what I want to believe. But I have a feeling like so many Smash players were so fucking pissed off that Nintendo was like, okay, we've definitely made more enemies in one day than we have like the last 5 years. Let's go ahead and just let them stream.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure also. I mean, all the major gaming news outlets not covering it favorably either. You know,
well, I think it just boils down to Nintendo not understanding like what EVO represents. You know.
Yeah, that's definitely a big part of it. You know, not to cut you off, but just like, you know, you had written the article about, you know, because this ties into them wanting to monetize content from people that stream on YouTube using their content.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's very short-sighted, and a lot of businesses don't realize it, where it's like they're thinking, oh, we're going to make money off of this. Because, okay, as far as legally, they have every right to say you can't stream this. They have every right to monetize content that technically the copyrights belong to them.
Yeah.
But obviously people still put a lot of time and money and effort into making these videos, and they don't realize, like, in the long run, whatever amount of money they're able to siphon off of people, they're going to hurt their reputation so much more.
Yeah.
And they don't realize, like, okay, sure, you're...
Because, like, you honestly think that if these people aren't going to be able to make any... And it's not like they're making, like you know, stay at home, pay my mortgage money.
Yeah.
You know? They're making small fries. These are, like, college kids.
Yeah.
For the most part. You know, they still live at home with their parents. You know, they're making good money for what they do with not having responsibilities and only having all this free time to just edit and play video games, Nintendo games specifically. Like, who fucking does that? Very few people. And now none of them make Nintendo games. You know, because of this bullshit. And it's like, okay, for, like, what little money you do get off of this, who's to say that they're going to keep doing it when they're not even getting revenue from it anymore? It's like, where's the incentive to, like, where's the payoff to, like, yeah, I have all these viewers, but now I'm giving all this hard work and labor to someone else for free.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they're not even giving you, like, a cut, which, you know, if you're going to be taking money from people like that, then you need to give them, like, some kind of, what's the word, commission.
Yeah.
You know? That's only right.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. The thing is, I understand Nintendo wanting to get into that business because they're saying, oh, hey, this is free money with their content. It's not as if, I want to say, like, Game Trailers. Like, Game Trailers hires people to make the content. It's not like Nintendo can't do the same thing. It's like, all right, you want to use our games, you have to work for us, and we can share the revenue.
Yeah.
That would be perfectly acceptable. Make your own original content, cut them in on it. You have this vast, you know, network and distribution. Like, all these videos that are making money, they can have an even wider expansion. You know, the people making the videos win, Nintendo wins. I mean, if they want to do that, that's the way that I think would be the smartest way to do it. Not like, oh, that's our content, we're taking it, this is our money now. You know, I don't know. Just like, I just see disaster for that for Nintendo.
Well, I mean, it's already happening. You know?
Yeah.
You see it now, and it's already happening. You know, and EVO was just, you know, the discussion died. You know, Xbox became the new martyr in video games, and Nintendo kind of went the back burner, and they kind of, you know, they fed off of that. They stayed back, they stayed in the shadows, and they did their demos from like everywhere else except for at E3.
Yeah.
You know, and they were like, you know, doing good PR and all that good stuff. And then they come out and be like, oh, hey, yeah, this is like the biggest thing. You can't stream it because EVO's not giving us a cut of the money.
Yeah.
Or because we can't, because you guys aren't showing it on YouTube, we can't allow you to license it.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous. It's like, okay, and
or
even
we won't license it to you.
Yeah, and even if you think about the whole like monetary thing, it's like, well, how much free advertising are they getting when people stream these games?
Yeah, for people that are playing a fucking when did Melee come out? 01?
Yeah.
It's a 12-year-old game. Like, you really think you're going to make that much money? It's like, you should be happy that your creators made a good game that has mechanics that are specifically built for that not to be a competitive game, and it make first place at a competitive scene, and raise over $100,000 in charity.
Yeah.
You know, for people that loved your fucking game. It's like, and you want to shit on those people?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Show a little respect.
Yeah, just
gratitude,
a little bit of respect,
love.
I mean, these are obviously Nintendo's most diehard fans. They want to spend hours a day making videos. They want to play a game, like you said, that's 12 years old, and they're still playing it. I mean, to play Smash Brothers on a competitive level, like how many hours you have to dedicate to a game?
Like, think of it
that's
this
that
way:
freaking old.
Smash had the third highest entry rate, just behind Marvel and Street Fighter 4. And if I did it right, If you combined the total of Injustice, KOF, and Tekken Tag Tournament, it still made more. Had more entrants.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Because especially Tekken. I mean, Tekken's pretty big in the fighting game.
But Tekken Tag Tournament didn't have very many people. I think
not at all.
I don't even think it had 300.
Oh, wow.
And KOF, I don't even want to say it broke 400.
I think I saw the finals for Tekken Tag Tournament on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it just ended the same day as it started.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there wasn't that many people. And it was same thing with Injustice, and everybody thought that was going to be a huge game, and not a lot of people entered it.
Just tumbleweeds floating
Persona
around.
ended the same day as well.
It
No,
did.
I think it ended Saturday.
It did.
I
think it had like the 6th highest.
I understand that, 'cause that's a Japanese art.
Yeah, it's a lot more niche.
Yeah, exactly. I don't blame that as for not being popular. Because, like I said, the thing that made the Persona finals so hype is because Marvel was on next.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, all the Marvel crowd was there getting ready for Marvel.
Nice.
And they were just cheering on the Persona finals. Like,
Nice.
I know a lot of people didn't know what the fuck was going on, but it was just so freaking
But that
cool.
game, like, if people only, like, I didn't understand, dude. Like, even watching it at UFO when they were first introduced into Rambats last August, dude, I fucking loved watching it. And then I forgot about it.
It's a lot of fun to watch.
What was it, in September, or I want to say late September, they closed down UFO, so I stopped going, I would go, every 3 weeks, more or less.
Yeah.
You know, for, 2 hours on Sunday. Mostly for Rambats, but, I don't have a lot of time on my schedule. But, yeah, and then I went one day, and it was closed, and I was like, what's the deal? What's going on? And so when I got back home, I got on the internet, and I went to the UFO website, and I was like, oh, damn, they're going to be down for maintenance, literally the rest of the year, man? You got to be kidding me. And it was like their reopening was going to be close to Valentine's, which I think they just slightly overshot that. Was just a couple of days after Valentine's. But when they reopened, they didn't do Rambats and stuff. But anyways, all that time, I never thought about Persona again. I think had they kept it open, and I was still able to go see a few more Rambats, or just watching people play Persona, I think I would have gotten more into it. But Persona had literally just came out, and I didn't know anything about the characters. I went home and I Googled everything that had to do with Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the Persona series is pretty good. Like, there was Persona 4 on PS2, but that was an RPG. And then they came out with P4A as a fighting game, and I was like,
well, all the Personas are RPGs except for Arena.
Right. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. I'm playing Persona 4 Golden currently.
I read everything about it.
What about the Persona first-person shooter?
Huh? I think the first two were pretty bleak. Like, a lot of people died and shit. I was like, man, this is fucking
that's
horrible.
The thing itself is,
but it's a really good series from what I read. It sounded really good from what I read.
Persona has a very upbeat tone, but it's just very dark things can happen.
Yeah, it almost feels like Death Note at times, like just from.
Oh yeah, definitely, it definitely can be. It can looks very It doesn't look very kiddish. It's just it's good animation. It just looks very high schooly, Japanese high schooly, those kind of animes. But the things that'll happen are still very dark. If people can still get killed and stuff, and the things that very dark things are happening could be covered with very flashy, graphics and stuff. Which is it's phenomenal. It's really good. It's the epitome of a JRPG. It's just a lot of grinding, a lot of colorfulness, a cool soundtrack. So
some J-pop.
Yeah, there's definitely some J-pop in there. Yeah.
You brought Persona 4
Arena.
I'm sorry, you brought Persona 4 Arena last Monday.
Yeah.
We always play, it's like our ritual. We play Marvel or some other fighting game. Most of the time, 98% of the time, it's Marvel.
99.999% of the time.
Okay. Yeah, the percentage just gets higher. I'm sorry.
With a 0.1 of Injustice.
Injustice.
We played Injustice for a good a couple of weeks.
Played Tekken a couple
Skywalker's
times.
online.
KOF, I think, once.
Soul
Calibur twice.
We played King of Fighters once. Because I remember we played it and it was fun. And I remember you brought it back over. And I was like, oh, man, we're ready to play King of Fighters. Like, no, I'm going in traded mode. That was the last time I ever saw it.
And your hype just got killed that day. I killed it.
Get these HD combos.
Dude, yeah, last Monday was the first time I ever played Persona 4 Arena, and I instantly fell in love. The game was so easy to pick up.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure the combos are actually quite difficult, once you get into better ones.
Exactly what I was going to say. That the big tagline of Persona 4 Arena, it's easy to pick up, and it's very difficult to master.
Oh, yeah.
Because all the stuff that we're doing, there's so many more things that I didn't tell you. There's different, there's short jumps, there's the one more cancels, there's the group attacks, and then there's just so many different shit, especially, but like I said, like what you saw, like you guys had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to pick up and get the fundamentals down.
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
fundamentals are so easy to learn, especially
But
if
a
you
lot
play,
of those
like Street
characters,
Fighter or Marvel.
like-
Yeah.
Like, you can feel the characters' attitudes in the game. They still feel so animated. Like,
Yeah.
you just get into them. Like, not even playing Chie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was just like, oh, man, this upbeat, kind of like ditzy-looking,
Yeah.
what do you call it, anime or, like, kung fu girl. It's
That's
just like,
exactly
oh.
what she is. In the
Yeah,
game.
and it's like, just from watching you play a little bit,
Yeah.
and you're like, yeah, she grows up watching a lot of Bruce Lee, so her persona is
Yeah.
kind of, like, reflective of that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like when she like goes into like the other dimension,
Yeah.
they all fight like how they would fight if they're whatever they train and stuff. So
Yeah.
they fight with, she's like fights with the kung fu and stuff, and her persona is very attack heavy and shit. So
Yeah.
it's very cool seeing like the different types of personas to complement the attitude
Yeah.
of the actual players.
And
Then,
then
yeah, good.
Yeah, no, yeah. And then I ended up picking up Aegis.
Mm-hmm.
And she has that huge, because I remember her
Oh,
with the
yeah,
huge
yeah.
battle axe when I was watching at the Rambit. I was like, "Where's this chick? I need to find out who this is." And then I found her, and I was like, every time I swung that axe, I just felt so fucking meaty.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah!" Like every time she just hit it down to do the wall bounce, I was like, "Yeah, let's do this, baby!" Like I just like. I don't know. I was just so happy playing it. It just like,
Yeah.
and it on not only that, like I was having so much fun. I haven't had that much fun immediately after playing a fighting game since Third Strike.
Yeah,
And
And
yes,
there were
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
many memories of Third Strike just flooding in. And
Oh,
granted, we have
'cause they
Third
got-
Strike
they
on the
have-
PS3, but we haven't played it in so long.
Mm.
But every time we do, it just brings back memories. But it's
Yeah.
more of, like now it's more of a game of nostalgia.
Yeah.
And Persona 4 just felt like it almost feels like a spiritual successor of that.
Well, it has a parry. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing you did, but except it's back instead of forward, but it's still just as punishable.
Yeah.
Like it's just like it's not just defense because if you just head back and you don't get the just defense, you're still blocking.
Yeah.
In Persona 4, if you press back at the right time, if you don't get that parry, then you get hit. And it's just like because it has like a so you can. Anyways, other than that, like the whole fundamentals, like we were talking about and stuff, the dashing, it's very cool to get used to, very easy to get used to. And the character selection, there's not that many at all, as you saw, but they're all good.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
all
so
really
different.
cool. Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
so different. They're all really cool. Even you had the experience with
Yeah.
Teddy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, tell us about
usually
Teddy.
I hate those stupid, like
Yeah.
cutesy, like silly characters. Oh my god, the character was so much fun. Just using the bat, like I was using 2 moves and just spamming them and just having the time of my life because that character was just so ridiculous.
Yeah.
And his little run, the way he just waddles across the
Yeah,
screen.
I was like, I've never, like, not in a long time have I seen, like, zoning like that from you, just from using, like, a physical attack character.
Yeah.
It's like, how? It's like, okay, Ryu, I get it. Ken, maybe. But it's like, you're just using a dude who swings a baseball bat really far and just tagging me every time. It's like,
It's a Japanese Babe Ruth.
yeah.
You don't need no PEDs.
Ruth-san.
Yeah.
But yeah, that game's a lot of fun. I think one of the things that like instantly drew me to it, or I'm sure all of us. I mean, King of Fighters aside, we really haven't played like a 2D fighting game in a while.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's like as much as Marvel 3 is great, and I love the the cell shading aspect of it. It's not a 2D game. I mean, it's in a 2D platform, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
So Persona was just
Well,
like
it's more of a 2D aspect.
yeah. But I mean, you can't move in 3 dimensions like you can in like Soul Calibur. Or something.
Right.
But it was just like, oh man, this is what I've been missing because I was always for the longest time I was just staunchly against all 3D. It wasn't until ironically the first Tekken Tag where I was like, all right, these graphics look great. I can't hate on 3D anymore. But still, my love has always been for the 2D fighters because I love the graphics, especially when it's like anime influence. It's just beautiful looking. So for me, it's almost like a Guilty Gear that people actually, or that, well, some other people like to play it. But I remember you guys never wanted to play Guilty Gear. It's like Guilty Gear that you guys actually want to play,
Yeah.
That's kinda how
I could
see
never
it.
get into Guilty Gear. There was too much stuff for me to, like,
I was that.
get into it.
Was his name Guy?
Yeah, SOL bad guy. or
SOL bad
Soul,
guy.
yeah.
Soul bad guy. Yeah. Oh, you said SOL, same thing. But he just like carried the sword like
Yeah.
that. I remember I played him, and then like his whatever the antagonist was like across from him.
SOL
That was
good
the other
guy.
thing is that I hated the
SOL
way
good guy.
I hated the way all those characters looked. I hated the way his stupid short sword looked. I was like, it looks so dumb.
Well, the guy with the pool stick in the brown bag special.
Oh
Yeah.
that guy was fucking awesome.
I hated them, dude. I hated them.
I just loved because
Even to
Soul
this day,
Bad
I
Guy
think-
had that slide or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And it was just like the first time I seen a slide in like a 2D fighter.
Like the
Then
Hawkeye
play-
slide.
Yeah. It was like more like a flame slide or something like that. I don't know.
That's like the instant kills. Hey, we're banning instant kills. I'm losing. Instant kill. I win.
That's funny because Persona has instant kills too. That could remind you of Guilty Gear a little bit as well.
Yeah, that's true. Well, whenever I get it, it's all going to practice. Instant kill everybody.
Wonderful.
Yes, it is.
It wouldn't be as annoying as you'd think. You'd have to have.
It's actually difficult.
You would have
do.
to have Carl not use any of his meter, and also
well,
have like a full burst or something like that. Yeah, exactly.
Well, so much for that. It's like, hey, you just save it? Nope. No, I can't.
No, I can't.
Oh man.
The instant kills are worth doing at least once for all the characters because they're like really cool animations.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Just have one that says "bang, you dead." It's like, yeah, we ran out of animation budget. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, we didn't think you picked that character.
yeah.
Or get an instant kill with them, more or less.
It's like they just shade it out like it's palette, so they think no one would pick it. It's like, oh man, this is the most popular character in the game.
Put a question mark on it.
Yeah. It's like a floating head. But yeah, getting back to so go back to Nintendo, pull up Smash Bros. Nintendo, you need to not do that.
Yeah. And
I think it's a wag of my finger.
Colbert reference.
Yeah.
And I like Persona so much that I went ahead and bought it Friday, and it's coming from Amazon Tuesday. So I've never bought a game that immediate in my life.
I'm personally enjoying it just because I'm playing Golden. Like I'm playing an RPG of those characters, then I get to go to the Persona 4 Arena.
Oh, nice.
I get to like play them and like do their moves myself.
Show me your
And
moves.
the only bad part about it is that I don't know the whole. What I got Persona 4 Arena when I was pretty early on into Golden. I'm still pretty like early on into Golden as well. So just starting up Arena and seeing all the character selection, you're like, yeah, I just spoiled some of the fucking story for myself.
That's
literally, I spoiled Teddy for me. I didn't spoil it, but like in the arena, like you literally there's a person inside there the whole time.
Yeah,
I was under the impression
that's right.
I was under the impression that I think I told you about it. I was like, I thought there was nobody in it.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was just like an empty shell, and apparently it's something far in the story that I still haven't gotten to yet.
Yeah.
So just like shit, and I see some characters in there. It's like, I hope you're not in Golden. I hope you're not in this movie, in this game.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I remember that's his windscreen. I remember like some naked kid comes out, and I just
Yeah.
remember like, what the hell?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, what the hell? I was like,
It's so random. I was like,
I just grinded out a castle with that, bro.
what did my eyes see? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, unless anyone else has more Persona opinions.
No, I definitely give it the seal of approval. Pick it up, get it. It's a highly underrated game. I know because I underrated it myself, but it's a great game, and it's a great starter game. If you're not big on fighting games, it's a great game to pick up.
Yeah, definitely.
But even competitively, it's got big things. I don't know. Honestly, even though it was a week before EVO, I don't know why not enough people have been playing this game.
Yeah, I guess it just doesn't have that big name. You know, it's not Street Fighter or Injustice because it's got Superman, you know?
Yeah.
It's like characters that no one really knows. But they really should take the time to get to know them because, it's like instantly you start playing the game. It's like, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And they're easily likable characters. They
Oh,
all
yeah.
have little quirks and characteristics that you love. It was like, and there's a little bit of everything. Like, there's a little bit from the wrestling scene. There's a little bit of like anime manga scene.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's all these different influences in the game. You know, it's insane.
There's a hero with a katana. There's a wrestler. There's the
Steve
chick with the rapier. Yeah, there's the
yeah.
boxer. Yeah, like you have like a lot. You know, the boxer. They all have a really cool style about them too. You know.
Yeah.
The boxer, he just has like the MMA gloves, and the cape.
Mm-hmm.
The
That's right.
He just like everybody's just so unique in that game. It's just good, with the exception of Labrys and Shadow Labrys. But you all know how that goes with the Kuma and Ryu.
Yeah,
Labrys,
exactly.
that was her name.
Yeah.
I think I called her Aegis.
Close
Hey,
enough.
there's I'm not gonna confuse myself any longer because there's like
Labrys.
characters.
I was thinking
Because there's
Labrys.
characters from the Persona,
okay.
the original Persona 4 on PS2 or PS3 or whatever.
Gotcha.
That I don't know the characters, so I don't know which ones are in Golden or which ones I haven't. Like I don't know which ones were in the original Persona or which ones I just haven't met yet in Golden.
Gotcha.
But I'm pretty good amount through, so if anybody on the Vita, I highly recommend Persona 4 Golden.
Nice.
It's very good if you're a fan of Japanese RPGs. If you don't mind grinding it out to some great music.
Grind.
And some help because you have like a SOS button whenever you're grinding through castles. So you send out the SOS. Anybody else playing on their PS Vita playing Golden at the same time gets your SOS, and they can just press the button to assist you, and they'll give you a buff in your next
nice.
fight. So those buff in your next fight, depending on like if I put out SOS and like in like you and Agamemnon and whoever else all did it, all the buffs stack.
Oh, nice.
So it
sweet.
just keeps stacking. So if you have like 15 other people, they like it's not very often that you get more than like 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
Because not many people are playing at the same time as you. But like sometimes you just like you're like on at a good time when a lot of people other people are on. So like put out the SOS and you don't know like who's buffing. You don't know if you even get a buff until you get into a fight.
Oh,
so you get into a fight and then like all of a sudden it's just like the battle begins. You're not alone and it just says like the buffs is like. It's probably one of the funniest parts too, just because I'm playing with a buddy of mine at work. And you basically, when you get into a fight after you put out your SOS, if someone did buff you, it shows you right in the beginning of the fight. It says you are not alone. And it shows the motivational speech like hang in there or like you're doing good.
Yeah.
It says dash and then their name. And so a buddy of mine at work just literally was just like, I was playing Persona and I got the most motivational thing in the world. I got into a fight and it just says hang in there, Tony. Just like something similar to like, and then like I was like playing like as well, and just like you're doing good, Darnell. It's just like, thanks guys, you guys are badass. You literally just get like little things of inspiration for everybody. It's like literally one line that you can send to people.
Okay.
It's just so cool.
You're swell, pals.
Yeah.
I just think like if they wanted to troll, like you can do like a negative buff. It's like eat a dick, Steve.
Are they like pre-rendered messages?
Yes, I was just about to say that. There's basically. They give you 3 spaces, and each space has a whole bunch of different words.
Gotcha.
So you can mix and match a whole shitload of combination of words. There's probably no cuss words in there. I'm pretty sure.
So.
There's just a lot of like hang and then blank and then it has like a word, like a whole laundry list of words. It has like a conjunction, and then like a whole another laundry list of words and like numbers and shit. So
I see.
So you just basically make the words so they come out like that cocky,
So
like
you just
hang
put 10
in there.
times 2 or something like that. 10 times 2.
Yeah, I said people all these non sequiturs. What?
I think you put like
thanks.
I think it was like go for it or something like that. I think I was trying to do go for broke like the Capcom SNK guy does. Go for broke.
Nice.
But I don't think I could find it. But anyways, it's cool stuff like that. It's very cool to have in the game. People just buffing you and all the buff stacks. So it's pretty cool. And I highly recommend it for the Vita.
When you get out of the buffs, do you come out looking like Arnold?
No, it just like applies to your life or your health.
He
goes,
Stallone.
Cool yeah. Cool if you just had giant arms all of a sudden. I'm buffed now.
Dude, if you get enough buffs, you just press X to win that match.
Nice.
You just press X and then your whole team takes care of the guy for you. Like, yep.
You're just sitting back, just eating popcorn.
Because the fight doesn't always start on your character, and so it like starts with like Yasuke or something, the guy with the headphones.
Yeah.
And then or we start with Chie, and Chie just like destroys in one hit. Like, well, thanks. Like sometimes you can go through like a whole floor without you having to fight until it's your turn.
Nice.
Like if they're just destroying it before it even gets to you, and you're just like, okay, just press X through the entire dungeon.
Well, not a bad deal at all.
Yep. Until you get to a boss that one hits you. First move can't defend. His first hit does more than your max health.
Yeah.
And you have to start over from the beginning of the dungeon. So it's not very forgiving, but it's fun.
Why don't I have a buff? Where are you guys? You told me to hang in there. Now I'm dead.
But we recommend Persona 4 and Persona 4 Arena and Golden.
There you have it. Bobby Beetle, Agamemnon, and even Prometheus' seal of approval on Persona 4 Arena. Yeah.
You don't have like that candle wax stamp.
Oh, yeah. Oh, freaking Game of Thrones style.
Yeah.
It's my seal. The official seal from the king.
Should be a seal, an actual seal.
It's like Bowser ball in its head. It's like, why did you send this to me? Well, speaking of seals, obviously this has nothing to do with seals, but Hideo Kojima depressed by Grand Theft Auto 5. What he says on Twitter, he says, GTA 5, in quotes, new trailer was awesome. This free control is future of the game, way higher than anywhere, makes me depressed, as a matter of fact, continued. I don't think that our 5 can reach that level. Rockstar's team are the best. Without question, they will pull up the possibility of game.
Nice.
That's good. Good possibility of game. So I watched the GTA 5 trailer. I've never been excited for a GTA game, as you guys know.
Yeah.
I love Rockstar because I played Red Dead Redemption, one of my favorite games of all time.
Man. Just like
but I watched this trailer. I was like, okay, what does GTA 5 got this time? And you like the fact that you can be all 3 characters at the same time. And it shows that part, the high-rise building, where he's like has the gun to that guy's head. And he's like, "Can I get a little backup?" You literally just press a directional button, switch to the sniper on the other high-rise building, and just freaking start sniping. You're just like, really? You just literally seamlessly switch through any of the characters, and like that smoothly too. It was so good.
Oh man, yeah, it looks great. Because the thing is, like with GTA 4, it was not a bad game, but it was like I felt like it was a step back in the series. So when 5 was first announced, and they had all these teaser trailers, nothing was really all that exciting.
Yeah.
And then so when I saw the trailer for 5, I was like, all right, I'll watch it, I'll give it a chance. Oh yeah, I was blown away. I was like, oh my god, just that aspect alone, because I thought it was going to be pick which character you want to be. The other ones will probably interact in the story, something really mundane like that. But the whole being able to switch characters, and then the fact of like when you're playing one character, you can go and see what the other characters are doing. Like that part's so cool.
You can check up on them and see what they're doing, like getting like whatever, like the older guy, the suit.
Yeah.
You see like what kind of family problems he's going through, and like the
crazy dude.
Yeah, the crazy dude.
The cops.
Yeah, I like the lady who was narrating the whole thing. She's like, you might not want to agree with what he's doing, or something like that. But the very end part, when it's like, we have a new, we're going to talk about the multiplayer section, but that'll come on a later time. Yeah. And it just shows all the developers like running around and shit, like with a fucking helicopter, just like, that looks insane.
Oh, yeah. I have such high hopes for the multiplayer, because I'm thinking the way the missions are, because it seems like this game's a lot more mission-based, where you're going around and you put together your team and you can knock off banks and stuff.
Yeah.
If they do that with co-op, that's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Like if it's multiplayer co-op or just, like more of a streamlined story co-op, like that would be incredible.
Are you going to try to get kicked like you did for GTA 4?
Oh, you know it. Oh, hell yeah.
Until someone offers to... Weren't you like trolling somebody? Then there's like, hey, hop in the car.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was trolling some chick on there, and then we became like friends. It was pretty awesome. It was magical.
It was magical?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then like with the kids, it was like the 12-year-old kids, like, hey, get out of here! They're in the helicopter, and I tried to kamikaze him with the car, and they like take off, start flying around.
He's gonna hit us!
Oh man, yeah. I guess to go back, GTA 4 single player, not good. GTA 4 multiplayer was, oh man, never-ending fun. The only reason why I stopped playing is because my Xbox died, but it took the death of the system to get me to stop playing that game because I had so much fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I can just imagine GTA 5 looks like a really good game.
It looks really good, like the graphics and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, I don't know much about the as far as the anything other than the gameplay trailer. I don't know, but I don't know if they're gonna put the San Andreas neighborhood in there. Some people are saying they're gonna try to find it, or I don't know if they confirmed that they put it in.
I don't know if they confirmed it, but it's supposed to be in this, if not in the same city or like a nearby city. I'm pretty sure they're going to revisit San Andreas to some extent.
Yeah. Because
the fact that they're going back to California and it has a similar feel, I'm pretty sure they're going to have, at least if it's not like an Easter egg, maybe later on they might make an expansion.
Yeah.
But I would be very surprised if they didn't have some type of nod to San Andreas.
Yeah, just like the cul-de-sac that he lived in or something like that.
Yeah, something like that would be cool. Or even a mission where you go to San Andreas and you can experience that. That would be really cool.
Be sweet.
So,
what's the main character's name for San Andreas?
CJ.
CJ?
Yeah. Nice. And then the Eazy-E looking character. But yeah, it was a fun game. But I also wanted to comment on Kojima's comments that he's depressed and he doesn't think Metal Gear Solid 5 can live up to it. The only thing I can think of, because graphically I still think Metal Gear Solid 5 looks better than GTA 5. I can see how he sees the sandbox world. He's like, I don't feel like I exploited this genre as much as they did, because this is his first foray into the open world. But I don't know. I'm excited for both games. They're both good for different reasons. He has nothing to dog himself for, but it kind of
not at all.
It kind of to me just shows how grounded he is. He's not like, oh, I'm the best in the world. It's he can still be. The fact that he can still have his breath taken away by other games is just
that's why he's so good.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's the standard he has for himself.
You're literally gonna aim higher than that next time.
Yeah, exactly.
But
he's going to kidnap all the Rockstar people. Make my game.
You make Metal Gear Solid 6 through 10.
Yeah, Metal Gear.
Yeah, they're all going to be like Metal Gear.
But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'm hyped for both games. Oh man, I can't wait. The trailer, because before, I only had a few must-have games this year. It was Last of Us, BioShock Infinite, and now GTA 5 is on there. But Metal Gear Solid 5, I think that's next year though, and it's also on PS4, so I'll get that eventually. But what's that?
GTA 5 is not a must-buy for me. I'm just really excited for it.
Yeah.
But, and it's just, when it comes down to it, GTA 5, that whole thing has just never been my type of game.
Yeah.
I'm not dogging it. I'm obviously excited for it
Yeah.
because it looks amazing, but GTA 5 has just never been that genre.
Yeah.
Not dogging Rockstar. I just said this already. I love Red Dead Redemption. This is more of my genre,
Yeah.
If you're going to do it, you're going to have cowboys in it, hell yes, I'm going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm just not attracted to the the whole modern sandbox game.
Yeah.
Just to play too many, I guess. But it's not a must-have, but I'm very excited for it. But like you said, like BioShock Infinite was one of them for me. Last of Us definitely was a good one. I think I got Counter-Strike Go like the day it came out.
Yeah.
I was really excited for that one.
Go.
Yeah, that was a game that I was excited that you got me.
Yeah.
And I was like sad we never played it after. Like, cause I played it for like 3 weeks straight.
Yeah.
I still wasn't getting any better. I was like, this isn't computer. I can't do it. Because I could tell, like, you just feels like everyone else is using, like, a keyboard and mouse. And all I had was keyboard. It was, like, too cheap to go buy, like, a $10 mouse. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well.
It's my fault. User error. But I was just like, I can weather it. I can do this. I can just use a controller. No, you can't. You can't do it, man. Way too much practice than I have the time to do.
Yeah, I mean, just when you're trying to go up against keyboard and mouse, I mean, you can just aim so much more accurately and so much quicker.
Well,
with a mouse.
I still go by my 10.4 sensitivity.
Yeah.
Like, every time I play Counter-Strike, 10.4. I don't know why, but that always worked for me. Maybe it's a mental thing, but it's like I just needed that speed of sensitivity. I'm just like, do, you know? I've seen people that use, like, a 3, which is, like, super slow.
Yeah.
So they're, like, incredible snipers that never fucking move because they're assholes.
I'm at a 7. I use a solid 7.
Yeah, and then, you know,
35.
Mike,
35.
the legendary Mike, he had it all the way up to like 16.
Yeah.
You know, and that was like, and he could still handle it as slowly as somebody who had it on like 1. They were just like really slow.
See, I don't know if they changed the sensitivity, like, of how. Because I remember, like, I used to play like at a solid 7. But I remember in Source I played like a 4.
Yeah.
And I think they narrowed down the scale a lot from Condition 0 1.6. But still, yeah,
like crazy matrix speed. You know?
I think because that's the only thing I don't know about. Because I think in like the mouse options, it goes up to like a finite number, like 10, or 12 maybe. But I don't know if like the command prompt. Obviously, I don't know if you can go higher with that. Command prompt, you have like so many options.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can go higher than whatever they have. But I know on the mouse options, there's like a finite number, and they scaled it down a lot. Because like a 7 is now, like I said, I play like at a 3 or 4 now.
Yeah.
And I know I used to play like a 7 or 8, so they scaled it down, but I think you might still have that complete range with the command prompt, which is also cool with Counter-Strike. They always have that option.
Oh, yeah. Ad bots.
Yeah. Bot, ad, fucking Wyatt. It's like a generic bot name.
Wyatt
and Ethan.
All their names were stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid Wyatt, stupid Jimmy.
I hated when the
Stupid
AI
Ethan.
would go against my orders. I'm just like...
Storm the front.
Yeah, exactly. Storm the front.
Negative.
And it's like... You can tell the ones that are going to deny you because they take a second. Because you're like, storm the front, you're like, aye, sir, affirmative. Negative. It's just like, God, no!
You just execute them on the spot.
Then you say it
I
again,
literally
storm
have.
the
I'm just
front.
like, bot kill Ethan. There you go.
Can you?
End this round.
Yeah, and all you hear is,
You see the skull and crossbones on the top right. Right, bitch. God just got you.
Anybody else want to disagree?
Yeah.
Negative. we're going.
Counter-terrorist? I can kill you right now. I'm just letting you play.
Yeah, right.
Let
You're in
you
my
play.
world.
it's like Bobby Beetle, WASD, headshot, bot Ethan.
Headshot bot Ethan.
Nice. Ethan Hawke is down. I repeat, Ethan Hawke is down.
All you see is like a picture of WASD. It's like, oh, he did command prompt.
Nice.
What an asshole.
Just a tilde sign.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so the gun.
Yeah, so the good.
Nice.
Tilde headshot.
Until they shut.
Oh, that's the ultimate kill.
Yeah.
Even more hardcore than the AWP.
You know what was the best thing? It was so rare. I don't know how rare it is now. I'm sure it's still pretty fucking rare. But on the occasion when you're playing and you throw a grenade and you happen to get a headshot,
Yeah.
was the best. I don't know how I got it. Sometimes, and it's like a handful of times. Like I could count the times.
Yeah.
But twice was on like militia.
Mm.
But that was awesome. Just like, how do you get a headshot with a grenade? It's like when you do get a headshot with a grenade, it's like, I don't know if that's cool or sad.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. To me, it's amazing. But I don't know like what the community thinks.
Well, I don't care what they think. I care what
That's
I
also
think.
true. That's also true, I guess.
I don't know. It's just badass because it's just like, yeah, you're just trying to go through the physics of how that was possible.
Yeah.
Were they like prone on the ground, even though that's not in the game?
Yeah.
Your character trips while it's running, the grenade blows up in his face.
They did that no clip.
Or they just got hit by the AOE like from the second floor. It's
yeah.
Like, what?
Or even if it like bounced off the wall and like hit him in the face and blew up,
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know, some Harlem Globetrotter shit.
Spider-Man 3 shit.
Yeah.
Throw the grenade right back at you.
You're gonna try it, no problem.
Beat.
Avenge me! No! Oh, by the way, Spider-Man didn't kill your dad. What?
He killed himself.
Yeah.
I actually dodged. He was trying to kill me.
It's like, oh.
When I was wiping the blood,
Eli
cleaning
Papa.
up his wounds, I saw this, but I decided not to
Oh,
tell
what was that
anybody.
guy's name? Barney?
I don't fucking-
Probably.
like that.
something
He's the
like
guy that had to clean up the
I
mirror.
know
after
Barney,
the
He's like,
but-
they might as well have just gotten like fucking Randy Quaid. Like when I saw your father. It was just a bad performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that was the worst thing in Spider-Man 3.
He's
Yeah.
just the guy that had to clean up the mirror after that whole Avenge Me scene.
He had no lines for all 3 movies, and then he had to open his country-ass mouth open. It's just like, what the hell's wrong with this guy? Shut up.
I know Barney was the name of the cop in Half-Life.
That was a badass Barney, though.
Yeah, he was. That was the real Barney.
Best
real Barney.
incompetent security guard ever.
That was a Barney you could get behind.
Yeah,
You gotta be out of
it
some
was.
tough times there in City 17.
Here's the Barney.
Doesn't he die?
He dies when I
I thought
shot
he died
him.
in Half-Life
I don't know
2.
what version you're talking about.
Maybe not.
I don't know.
Maybe.
No, because isn't he in Blue Shift, or is that a different cop?
I'm talking about Half-Life 2.
Half-Life 2, he's the cop that...
There's a Blue Shift too.
That'd be badass if
That would be-
it
that
was.
would be pretty cool.
What about Blue Streak with Martin Lawrence?
I think there was like a
hate that
small
movie.
campaign.
I
to get-
literally can confidently say it that I hate that movie.
I used to love that movie.
I did.
Tango el gato, los pantalones.
No.
Tango el gato,
No.
los pantalones.
No.
That was the movie, right?
Yeah, that was. We also put the stupid buck teeth. I'm the pizza delivery man.
God,
I'm here
yeah.
to deliver pizza to
Start
homicide.
dancing.
Okay, I'm
Go
ready.
to homicide. It's pizza. Are you homicide? Could just go to like.
Okay, I got a cosign with you. that was
What
pretty
do
obnoxious.
like? I get
He
like.
starts doing that weird hip hop, like boo boo, boo boo.
Yeah,
Remember that weird dance he did?
What a precinct receptionist literally just like, oh, it's for homicide. Go on ahead.
Yeah.
Go
Well,
down this hall. Do the
And
security
one,
doors.
I mean,
Wouldn't they just keep it right up there so someone else can come pick it up?
I don't even.
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
I've been to a police building where there was like a precinct receptionist, like a fucking.
See, I don't
office
even know how
lobby.
precincts worked actually.
It's
so.
like it's all like windows and
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
You got to go up to
You-
somebody in the window.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
just walk right in.
And there's service entries
Yeah.
that you have to go through. It's not like
I heard was like a big open like office like reception desk just open.
it's like you don't like and everybody that works there's a hard ass. There's no way that guy would have gotten up there.
Hey, he was a
It's
great.
dumb.
He was a great character actor. But
No.
anyway, I want to derail us from game topics.
Go
anymore.
ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
But I don't know. I just wanted to, for listeners that are listening that have want to play or are currently playing Last of Us, this will be very spoiler heavy. So I'll warn you now.
It's even getting spoiled for me. And it
Yeah.
hasn't been spoiled yet, so I might be like, "What the fuck?" and be like
Yeah.
right there with you. So join me.
So
Hold
dr-
my digital hand.
Don't make
if
them
you
feel
will.
guilty for not wanting to hear spoilers. Agamemnon.
Exactly.
Oh, we'll
That make
do
them
it.
feel guilty for muting this part
I'll make them feel guilty
for
for
infinite.
them.
Yeah, but we'll time.
They might not like me or like the sound of my. Oh, I haven't been timestamped.
Oh, that's fine. Well, when I go through it anyway. But yeah, but I'm going to timestamp this part, so for people that are listening that don't want spoilers, they can skip it. That's also why I saved it for the end. But we're just going to spoil through Fall, so if you've played further than that, we won't spoil through that because I haven't
Okay.
got that far.
Nice.
But yeah, so the game, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot
Yeah.
of fun. It's really great. And I remember when Beetle first mentioned it, he mentioned how it's one of those games where you play for a little while and you just want to go outside after playing it for a while
Yeah.
because it's very heavy. Like
Very.
I joked at the beginning where I was saying like his daughter died, just guessing
Yeah.
because I didn't even know. Like I saw, okay, I figure Last of Us, he is here with another girl that looks like his a daughter's age. That's
Yeah.
not his daughter. Something like his daughter probably died, which happened. So it was like I spoiled it, but not really because you didn't know
Yeah,
when
yeah,
she was going to die or
exactly.
how. And it takes you by shock. Like even that, and even like I said, like I spoiled it for myself, and it still shocked me.
Yeah.
It starts off, just like a lot of zombie movies start off, where all of a sudden this outbreak happens. They see the part on the news. Actually, you start off playing his daughter, and she's
Yeah.
she's at home by herself, and she's looking for her dad. And you see on the TV, it's like outbreak spreads to Austin,
Yeah.
where we are. Austin, Texas, but the outbreak hadn't hit us.
Oh man, sorry to interrupt you. At that same point, like just gonna continue on where you left off. When you're playing as her, and you first see you don't you literally they do a really good job that you don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah,
just like she doesn't know what's going on. You're literally looking for your dad, Joel. And you go downstairs, and right when you look into that kitchen area, when Joel comes through the window, comes through the sliding door, he's like, "Go get your stuff or whatever. We gotta go." And when the neighbor comes through the door, and she doesn't know what's going on, and you don't know what the fuck's going on, but you know there's some kind of outbreak.
Yeah.
And he's just like, "Stay back, man, stay back." He gets close, you just shoot him.
Yeah.
And, literally, you can immerse yourself into what she just saw.
Oh yeah.
Her dad killed their neighbor, and you're just like. That whole scene, it was all dark and you can barely even see anything. You just see this guy just pounding on the glass door and then he breaks through.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
It's just intense.
Yeah,
right off the bat.
it is very just nerve-wracking, off the bat.
Yeah, and the whole time, his brother's trying to get in contact with him, but he's calling him, and you see all these messages and stuff, and Joel had left his phone. So I'm thinking at this point, his brother's dead as well.
Yeah.
But later on, you meet up with him, and you're trying to escape the city. And the best part is, they're in the car, and it's one of those, it's not really a cutscene because you can still interact. And you're just her in the background, you're Joel's daughter, just looking around side to side, watching, all the chaos unfold. Yeah. And it's just oh, man, it's just crazy. It's I almost don't even want to spoil, where it goes.
Yeah.
In fact, I won't. But it's just, you already know she dies, but you don't know how. And it's still wow. When that moment happens, you're like, wow, I did not expect that.
Yeah.
And it's just, so dark. And then it's interesting because from that point on, then it time skips 20 years. Mm-hmm. So it's just interesting just in that aspect that, okay, so obviously this outbreak has happened, and humanity has managed to survive for another 20 years. So, but everyone's pretty much just, scrounging for scraps. People are barely, surviving. Everything is scavengers. There isn't, there's still a semblance of society, but not much. But it just gets you right into the mood right away. It's just you already know what type of game it's gonna be. Yeah. Where a 14-year-old girl gets killed in the first scene,
Yeah.
And it's not some cheesy cop out. It's
no,
you feel
it.
You're damn, And I think the reason why they had you play as her, so you identify with her, and then all of a sudden it's she's gone out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's the best part because right when you have to, because the first thing you do is just you walk downstairs with her or whatever.
Yeah.
You literally, like I just said before, you literally don't know what's going on. You do a really good job of just putting you in her mind.
Oh, yeah.
And then just taking it away from you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just fuck.
Yeah,
really, even things that you're prepared for, even for the other chick.
Yeah.
20 years forward, that you're rolling around with. Kind of have a feeling she's not on the front cover.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I felt too. Yeah. And that's the thing, because once you first showed up, I'm all right, she's gonna die. I don't really care. But she grows on you.
Yeah.
Because she becomes an important part of your crew, and she's a badass. She's because
how she's running shit with her whole
yeah.
group and shit. Yeah.
Because the whole thing is Joel at this point, he's very cold. Mm-hmm. Obviously, he's been through 20 years of hell. His daughter's dead, and so he's kind of a dick,
Mm-hmm.
And then she, the chick he's with, she's pretty much this cold-blooded killer. She's there's someone who pulled a gun on her, just pop, headshot,
Yeah.
No hesitation.
Yeah.
So she's just a hard ass, and she's all right, she's not a damsel in distress or someone you have to save. She's probably even more of a badass than you are.
Yeah.
So so you're running around with her and you're growing attached to her, and then all of a sudden, you find out she's been bit, and you're like, oh shit. So this is the beginning of the end, you know. And in the meantime, so there's still a government that's going around. They still have army guys that are going around, and you see this scene where there's these people on their knees and they're scanning them to see if they're infected.
Oh yeah.
And the first one not infected, and the second one's infected. They just immediately just kill him. Mm-hmm. And then one of the guys sees that and he tries to run off. They gun him down, Yeah. And so you see this is the type of world that they're in, And everyone that's that's able to get food, they're completely dependent on the rations from the government that's there.
Yeah.
But it's just a very bleak world, and this is before you even have to really face any zombies. So
this
is just the human beings you have to contend with. They're just. It's almost 28 Days Later, to a lesser. Well, actually, to a similar extent, where when they go to the house and they meet all the military people, and you're thinking, oh, the military, everyone's trained and disciplined, and those are the worst people you got to worry about, So it's almost like that. But so so he meets that chick, she dies, and you're just damn, is everyone gonna die? And then so the next guy you meet, I'm expecting him to die, and he's one of these guys that's managed to survive. He's a shut-in, lives completely by himself.
Oh yeah, the guy that has his own city to himself.
Yeah.
Only man in the city.
And ironically, he doesn't die. I was really surprised
because he's a badass. Basically hates that you came around. Just her. Just like, fuck, gotta go do this, and you help him out with the whole car battery shit.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because you go in there in his city, and he has all these trip mines everywhere. And this is the first time you're introduced to a trip mine in the game, and so you have to like take it out. Okay, so I didn't know exactly how to disable these things. So I think, did I shoot it? I think the first one I saw I shot, and I was really close to it, so I almost killed myself. And the next one I like have the smart to throw a bottle at it to destroy
definitely.
it. But yeah. But he's a cool character, and he's just one of those guys where it's like he's lived with these zombies long enough. Like he knows exactly how to get out of these situations. But at the same time, he's not gonna get out of his comfort zone. You know?
Exactly. Like, he knows how to adapt to everything, and you being along with him is just going to slow him down.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, literally just going to slow him down. Like, he's basically one step ahead all the time, and you're just kind of taking him out of that zone.
Yeah, exactly.
You're making him take unnecessary risks.
Exactly. And he makes a reference, like, I guess he owed you a favor. That's the only reason why
that's the only reason why he did it.
And, so he's like, all right, after this, we're even. So anyway, this guy's apparently had this plan for the longest time. There's a car from one of the military people that was left behind that had a battery, and he wanted to take that battery, put it into one of the other cars, and get the hell out of Dodge. And so he used to have a partner that was there, and that partner, abandoned him to go do his plan. You don't find this out until later when you finally, oh my God, you inch your way to finally get to that vehicle just to find out the battery's gone. And you're just like, oh, you sons of bitches. But the best part is, you go back to the house where the other guy was living. And throughout the game, you can find notes. Like, you'll find, like, all these houses that used to have people.
That note?
Yeah, and you'll read all these notes about, like, oh, we thought we were safe here. I guess we were wrong. It's only me and 2 more people left. Everyone else died. And there's, like, these depressing-ass notes, and you read them, and then, the character Joel reacts. Well, like, the one you find is, like, the other guy's partner, and he's like, you'll probably never read this because you're too chicken shit to ever get out of your safe zone. But that battery you're always yapping about, yeah, I got it, and you're always an asshole, and I never liked you anyway.
Yeah.
It's just like, damn. Yeah. It is like, and especially, this guy's dead. You find him, like, hung. And it's like, I was just waiting for the scene where Joel's like, hey, okay, got something for you to read, But it's just so dark.
Did you give him the note?
Can you give it to him?
Yeah.
Oh, you can? Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know you can. Good, I just read it.
Oh, if you read it, you can literally, like, I think if you walk up, you have to do, like, a conversation with him.
Oh, I see.
You have to talk to him in the garage before you guys leave or something like that. Yeah, you literally give it to him, and he's just like, that's fucking asshole. He says something like that, like, literally, like, return the favor. But he was still sad, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, you're just like, kind of harsh. Like, this guy, like, he had so much respect for.
Oh, yeah,
And then he just, like, never liked you, hates you. Yeah, that battery you want. Yeah, I got it.
And he's dead, so he got the last word,
Yeah,
too.
exactly, he did.
Oh, man. But then, to go on to the character of Ellie, like, it was kind of interesting, like, I saw people, like, comparing, like, Ellie to Liz from BioShock.
No.
But they couldn't be more different.
Yeah,
like, there's not even a reason to compare them. But Ellie is so much fun to have around. Like, she's just a smart ass, you know, foul mouth. But my favorite part, the part that made me really love Ellie, is like when you're leaving the city, when you finally get the battery, you get a car, everything seems like it's going good, and she's reading this magazine, and it's like some porno magazine, and I think it's like a gay porno magazine.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh man, I keep hearing about this guy's package. I wonder what the big deal is about. And she's like 14 years old. So Joel's like, this is not for your eyes. Don't be looking at that. And she's like, oh, what is this? Why are the pages stuck together? And he's like, oh, getting all like uncomfortable. He's like, I'm just fucking with you. He just tosses the magazine out the window.
She's just fucking with Joel. Yeah.
So it's like, you just know like her personality. Like, she's a lot more mature than you would expect. She's not like some. I mean, obviously grown. I mean, she was obviously born, into this.
That's one thing I was gonna say. That's it's interesting, her character, because she has no idea what the real world was like. She just she literally was brought up in the ruins of the old world.
Yeah, exactly.
Of our world, and he's just like asking Joel, like, "Hey, what was this place like?" When you go into that hotel, it's all like freaking like crashed and shit now.
Yeah.
She's just like, "What is it like? What kind of people came to this hotel?" He's like, too much. Like he's like too high down for my kind to come come in these kind of hotels. She's like, oh, she's just like literally she has no idea like what's in this hotel, and he doesn't either because he was too poor to ever go to these kind of hotels. And he's just like, nope, too rich for my blood.
My favorite moment with like that is when they see the ice cream truck and like the other family you meet up with. The kid is like explaining to her, it's like, yeah, they used to drive around and give you ice cream. She's like, no way. And then Joel's like, yep, they really did. He's like, oh, wow, really? That's crazy.
They play some obnoxious music. Like,
yeah.
Like, that sounds crazy.
It's just like all covered with like, not mold, but what's that called again? like mildew or whatever,
Yeah.
but like all this, it's just like completely like green
Yeah.
and just like rusted out and all that. But
Moss.
yeah, Moss. Kate Moss. Yeah,
Kate Moss. Yeah, Kate Moss.
but I don't know. But the story is really really gripping. But and then on top of that, the other layer of the gameplay is so much fun.
Yeah.
Like me and Beetle are kind of like opposites. Like Beetle feels like the humans are the hardest part. For me, it's the zombies. I guess because for me, like I'm playing through the game and I'm creeping. The zombies freak me out. Like especially, I think it's because my first encounter with the what are they called, the clickers, and I died one hit kill like 20 times in a row.
I know exactly why. We are polar opposites too. Obviously, the obvious reason is because I sneak and you go in.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, if you're sneaking, I sneak past all the zombies and stuff.
Oh,
so when
yeah.
it gets to the humans, they're actually tactful. They're
you
they'll
have
flank
to.
you and stuff, you know. And you just I just get pinned down and shit. You go in and you destroy the humans, and then when it comes to having to sneak past somebody, you can't sneak past the zombies. Like,
Yeah.
you usually don't sneak past the zombies, you know? So that aspect, I have the zombie part down,
Yeah.
but I don't have the battle with the humans down.
Yeah.
You have the battle with the humans down, I don't have, but you don't have the zombie thing at all.
Yeah.
So it's basically a gradual progression. I did way better with the zombies than I did with the humans, but it seems like you're doing a little bit opposite.
Yeah, like pretty much my whole thing, because like I'm not that good at stealth. Like I can get a few stealth kills here and there, but my problem is always okay. Like there's a part where I think it's like right after you get ambushed, and there's like a group, and there's like 3 guys standing there, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go through and take them out one at a time. So I'm watching where they're all going. You know, I'm being all stealthy. I'm sneaking around, and and I thought it was only 3.
Yeah.
There was at least 4. So I'm backing up, and I'm behind a crate, and I back up literally like right into a guy. So I'm like, oh shit, pull out my pistol, pop him in the head, and the battle's on from there.
Yeah.
So it's like that's what happens to me. Like, or I'll like be doing good with stealth, and then all of a sudden shit pops off. So it's like I'm only stealth up to a point. I always get caught. So my whole thing is just kill everybody. You can't get caught if everybody's dead already. So I apply that to the zombies as well. But
see, I play the stealth like the way I play stealth in Last of Us is the way I played stealth in Splinter Cell.
yeah,
Splinter Cell is a whole different genre of stealth than Metal Gear because in Splinter Cell you're literally like you be creeping, and Agamemnon tested this. Agamemnon's played some Splinter Cell. Freaking Chaos Theory.
yeah,
Like, dude, literally, there's parts in Splinter Cell where you're sneaking, and you'll have the hint of somebody, like, walking by, and you'll stay in that spot for, like, 15 minutes and not move. It's like one of those stealth things, right? You're like, okay, I missed my chance. I'm going to wait it out.
yeah.
Like, I literally, like, I have the patience to where I can just, like, wait there, and I know that moment's going to come, and I don't want to be too, like, you know, I don't want to, like, fucking, like, over, you know, I don't want to, like, run through it and then maybe get spotted. So I literally, like, I will wait until that person's, like, out of sight again, and then I'll start sneaking again. So my sneaking takes a lot of time sometimes, just because I'm so paranoid with all the zombies and shit. Especially, like, when you're sneaking past, like, the whole, you know, the big one that you find in the gym.
Oh, my God.
Well, there's I won't ruin anything for you, but there's, like, a part where there's like 2 of them within a pretty enclosed area, like in sewers. So I'm like sneaking past them. If one of them sees me, I'm fucked because I didn't kill any of the zombies past me. I snuck past them all.
Yeah.
So if one saw me, all the ones from the front would come and all the ones from the back would come.
Oh, man.
I would just die. And like it was moments like that where I'll just stay in the same spot for like 15 minutes to just be mind fucked. I was like, "There's no pattern. There's no pattern. What am I gonna do? I don't know what to do." But then I'd find something else. Like I can't believe I got through. But like in that aspect, like. I just did, like, sometimes I just want to pull a Carl out and just be like, shotgun, stand up in the middle of all of them, and just be like, boom, 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 and just, like, take them all out. But I'm just not that good at the action part of it, except for throwing a brick and lead piping somebody.
Yeah. And that's the thing, okay, because, like, you know, you said your stealth is influenced by Splinter Cell, where you can't run and gun. Like, you'll get killed.
Oh.
Mine's more influenced by Metal Gear, where you could still get away with a run and gun.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
So, but the thing about Last of Us that makes, the thing, I think probably the aspect of it that makes me love it the most, it's challenging as hell.
Yeah.
Because you can't run and gun like you can in most, like, you know, like you could in, say, Uncharted.
No, yeah.
You still have to use a lot of strategy.
Yeah.
So it's like it's challenging for me because it's like one, you have to use strategy to not get yourself killed, but not only that, but you have to conserve your ammo and all your weapons. So like I really have to pick my shots.
That's not really a big factor in Uncharted.
Yeah,
Uncharted,
exactly.
you just be like, "I'll take that guy," because you can pick up everybody's weapon.
Yeah,
in Uncharted.
exactly. Yeah. So I'm sitting here like I have to make sure I get headshots. So I kind of have like a 3-tiered approach when I kill the humans. Like this is my thing. It's like I feel like I'm the hunted when I fight the zombies. I'm the hunter when I fight the humans. Like I get excited. I'm like,
I'm the exact
human
opposite,
battle.
dude. I'm literally like, if I'm sneaking past the zombies, like if like literally one gets in my way, I got 3 shivs.
Yeah.
Like that motherfucker's going down in front of me, you know? With humans, I'm just like, They're going to punch me in the face right when I get up to it, bro. Just like, boom! Just like pistol whip me in the head. Like, yep, done. So I'm literally the hunted when it comes to humans. Because when they flank me, I'm just like, I got nothing for you.
Yeah.
I got a shotgun. I got 2 rounds. Let's go. Let's go right now. You got a bulletproof vest?
Yeah.
Like, so someone's going to win this fight. My lead pipe's going to win that fight.
2 men enter, 1 man.
But yeah, that's just so funny that you say that because I'm the exact opposite. I'm literally like, zombies, sneak past if I can. I'll shiv one and I got it.
Yeah.
Or I'll just restart the fucking checkpoint. But yeah, just totally like, humans were my bane in that game. Yeah.
Yeah, I just sneak around. Like, pretty much what I do once I see a group, I'll try and choke out as many as I can before I get spotted. And then I'll bust out the rifle, shoot as many from a distance as I can until I get spotted. And then it's all shotgun and the freaking revolver. So I'm just going around. And the thing is, like, the thing that really what really helped my strategy is when you told me that they flank you. So I start flanking them. So I'll like pop, go around the side, shank one in the side.
Oh my
you know,
God.
like, oh man, it's just so much fun. For me.
I'll be like looting or something, when you're just like looting a room and shit, right? I'll literally just be quiet, right? You know, like the banter between him and Ellie.
Yeah.
It's just going on, just like, what are you doing stuff like this. Like literally just like, I just took out some zombies, right? But I know there's humans coming up.
Yeah.
So I'm just like looting and stuff, like they're on like the bottom floor. And then like at the corner of my eye, like out of like a doorway, I see like a head like pop through and then go right back. I was like, did somebody just peek in here? And I'll like psych myself out, right?
Yeah.
I was like, that had to be someone just like looked at me. And I was just look over there, just like, no, I just kept looting. I was like, go over to check on it. And right before I get to the doorway, boom! Like the dude like just comes in with a pistol, just like right. I was like, it's so scary, right?
Yeah.
Just because like you're just doing your own thing, you see like a head pop up, you're just like, what was that?
Yeah.
And you just like investigate, like, I'm not gonna go over there. Like literally go around.
Go check that out.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I could send her over there. I literally just go the long way, take the ladder down. So I'm gonna go past that.
I know exactly what you mean. Like if I'm like hunting for someone, like when it gets down to like where it's 1-1 or 2-1,
yeah.
and I'm like sneaking around and I lose sight of him, but he's lost sight of me, and all of a sudden you turn the corner, and even the end-game character that you're like hunting goes, oh shit, and I'm going, oh shit, in real life, and then we both like are scrambling to try and shoot each other. Dude. You know, like it's like moments like that where it's like, oh my god, I love this game.
Yeah.
Or like when I was screwing around when I had the bow, and I was trying to see if I could kill everyone with just the bow.
I saw that. Yeah, I was there. Okay, I gotta describe that one part where you hit the guy twice with the pipe.
Yeah.
Because the way the combat system goes, like at certain points, you hit him twice with the pipe or whatever. Like you hit him, you melee them until you can triangle them and just like finish them.
Yeah.
You literally hit him twice, got him on the ground where you could triangle finish him, but instead he was on the ground. And you just like pull out an arrow right in the stomach. So that guy got hit twice in the head with a pipe and an arrow to the stomach.
That was my swag combo. Yeah, I was just screwing around before me and Beetle had to go somewhere, and I was like, you know, I always do that with games like that, but I never save. Yeah. But the autosave still saved, so it started off where I only had like one more hit before I was dead, so I had to go through the bow again, and I shot a guy in the dick. Like, not even like trying, well, obviously I was aiming because I was trying to hit him, but I wasn't aiming specifically for it. Yeah, I took a picture and I sent it to Beetle, and it's like the arrow broke off and it's just sticking out of his crotch.
It's so bad.
That's probably my kill that I'm.
It's
most
like when you
proud
break
of.
it off to like if it's like stuck in there, like gladiator stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you literally just like you saw it in his dick. You decided to break it off. Gotta stop the bleeding.
That was the best part. Is I didn't even know. Like I just all of a sudden looked at him like the fact that was the kill shot. That was what killed him.
He probably just like shot himself afterwards.
It was technically a headshot.
He probably took that arrow and just shot himself in the head.
Oh, probably. Dude, speaking of that, the scene with the guy, the sniper, when they're like in game, Joel's like, "Oh, I'm gonna you guys distract him. I'm gonna go around and see if I can take him out." I'm like, I just got a scope on my rifle. I got this. I peek my head out. Boom! I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, all right, maybe I was just too exposed. So I move around to the corner, try it again, get killed.
Oh my god.
Oh man, and so I'm like going through there and like, I'm trying to be strategic. After that, I'm trying to at least stay down.
Yeah.
And there's a part where the burnt building is right in front of him, and I'm like in there looting, and I'm like trying to. Like, I think I had one item where I was full, so I was trying to combine stuff. He's like, I see you over there in that burnt building, but I didn't pay any attention to it until he shot me again. I was like, oh, I'm going to kill you so bad when I get up there.
Is that when you go into, like, the apartments or whatever?
Yeah, and you have to go through the side, and you, like, flank him.
Yeah.
And I'm going through there. I'm like, I know he's going to jump out the side. And then he jumps out the side. I'm like, that wouldn't happen. You're lucky that was a cutscene because I knew you were there. But, yeah, that was, like, the most satisfying kill. You're just sitting there just stabbing him on the ground. Yeah, where's your sniper rifle bat now? Playboy.
Boy.
But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I love that game. Yeah, and I'm not even fully through it. I'm just up to the chapter of Fall. So, but I would highly recommend it. And I'm going to try and beat it before the next podcast, so I can give you my full review.
Do it. It's good stuff, man.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Winter is my favorite.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Winter's
Winter's
coming.
good. Yeah, Winter. Brace yourselves.
House Joel. Just one more thing on that. Like, I thought I was pretty certain after that first chapter that his brother was going to be dead. So when they revealed that his brother's alive, I was so surprised. I was like, wow, so there is like some hope in this game.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe? Even though he probably died the second you
Somebody
meet him.
from the beginning of the game
Yeah.
that's still living their own life.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
For 20 years.
Living
like,
better off than Joel
Yeah.
to boot. Like, literally, like, come on.
Oh, okay. I actually got 2 more points. Because obviously it's made by Naughty Dog, people that made Uncharted,
Yeah.
and the whole game. There's a little bit of like feel of it, but not until you get to this elevator that's like broken down.
No, I know exactly.
And
what
I'm
you're
climbing on it. And I just feel it. My spider senses are tingling. I'm like, you're gonna Uncharted me. I know it. And I get on it, and it crashes to the ground. I was like, you bastards! And then like the first exit you see to try and get out, then that like collapses.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not Nathan Drake. Stop doing that. And they have like another throwback to Uncharted when the Humvee's chasing you.
Uh-huh.
But it's like, as much as I love that scene in Uncharted 2, I felt like it was even more intense in this game.
Oh, yeah.
Like, even though it was technically a rehash, it felt fresh and it felt like even better. Like, I enjoyed it.
The fact that you're just sneaking past different places and like just avoiding it, and it's
Yeah.
just like meeting you at certain like points, you know, like literally like when you're at this part where like going from like one building to another building,
Yeah.
and it passes by like the road, and it's just looking for you.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
just like, oh fuck no.
It freaked me out because because I got like a red herring because they had the little tip and it's like tip, stay behind the Humvee. I thought it meant you could take it out from the back, so I'm trying to sneak around it, and I have this plan. I threw this smoke bomb at it. It's like, all right, it's not going to be able to see me. Maybe I'll be able to light it on fire with a Molotov cocktail. I throw it, it blows up, does nothing, and then so I throw the smoke bomb down. And I run out to try and throw the smoke bomb or throw one of the nail bombs. It just reverses. I'm like, I don't know why I didn't see that coming.
Just reverse.
So it just reverses out of the smoke and just starts cutting me down. I was like, oh my god, you sly fox.
Oh man.
But yeah, so I keep trying to position myself around it and finally get to the point, like right before it starts chasing you. And the whole time it's always been like at a distance from me, like across the street or far enough away where I can run. And I'm sneaking, and all of a sudden, like I see it, and I don't realize it's like right next to me, and I just look around and turn. It's like right there, like high beam staring at me. I'm like, oh shit, it's right next to me. So you start taking off, and that's like when that sequence starts. So it just makes it like intense.
Yeah.
And then like one part, I think I got shot, and you kind of stumble. I'm
Yeah.
like, no.
Oh man.
But yeah,
That was
man.
definitely some Nathan Drake shit.
Yeah. It's like, now I know how you feel, Drake.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great game.
Except
Great
no
game.
happy ending.
Yeah. I'm sure it's gonna end so.
No, I didn't mean like the game.
Oh.
I meant like Drake just got out there, got back in his Jeep, and, like drove off,
Yeah.
met up with that chick.
Oh yeah.
And this one he just kind of like, all right, more death.
Yeah, basically, I survived. Oh yeah, you know the scene where you have to like snipe the guy that has the Molotov cocktail.
Yeah.
I missed the first time.
I think I did too,
It
honestly.
just burns everybody. I was like,
Yeah.
oh man, that's hardcore.
Yeah, he holds it up there for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I totally missed that like a few times.
Well, because like I was trying to time it, but like I think the second or third time he popped out, like he went a lot quicker than I was expecting, and I just missed by like a mile.
Oh man.
Yeah. But yeah, so Last of Us, check it out. It's a little bit depressing, so you might want to make sure you have outside or friends or alcohol available at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that
You either have friends or you just get more drunk with it.
yeah, exactly. Get more drunk, and since it's depressing, you'll just get more depressed.
Yeah.
Which might make you like the game more because
You either
might
embrace
build
it
you.
or you just go outside.
Yeah, exactly. But just remember, when you're pushed to the edge, killing's as easy as breathing. Well, and Aga moved on to passed out, so I don't know. We should wake him up to do the outro on his meaty calves.
All right, is that good?
That woke him up.
This is a meaty calf.
All right, well, I think I wanted to end and say I think Evo's still going on. I was
Oh.
gonna say who won, but
Who won?
let me see that. I think it's still going on. Let's see here. Okay, the main event is Tokido versus was it Zayn?
Oh,
Zian?
Shen.
So yeah, so that's the main event. Well, I guess you'll find out whenever who won.
Shen, the Gen player, against Tokido,
Yeah,
playing Akuma.
but yeah.
All right.
So we'll enjoy that finals while we sign off. So this is Prometheus.
This is Bobby Beetle.
This is Agamemnon.
And this has been Safe File Corrupted.
Ah!